in recognition of the WBC? Is it TEOFIMO or is it DEVIN right now?
The franchise designation was created to recognize a very few fighters of the highest level of importance in the industry. Teofimo Lopez is a WBC franchise. He won the undisputed fight. Then Haney, WBC champion, and he's fighting Gamboa. And I understand there's confusion about this matter, but I think the sad is to see great activity, great fights happening, and I'm just happy to see Lopez Lomachenko, to see Haney Gamboa, to see Garcia against Campbell, to see Linares against Fortuna. So it's a great tournament in the division, great, many fights for the fans to enjoy, and it's as simple as that. We are for the fighters, we are for the entertainment, and if I am to blame for any confusion, I'm the Heat.
Could you say that last part again, Mauricio? Sorry again with the connection.
Yes, I'm sorry. As I was mentioning, there's a great tournament going on.
I heard that you said about the Heat. If there's any confusion or heat, what was that again?
Yeah, I'm very satisfied to see many great fights happening. And if there is confusion, any unpleasant feelings in anyone, I take the heat. I take the responsibility. I'm proud and happy to see what is happening with these great fights, riders, and them making a living for themselves.
Absolutely. And but Mauricio, you can still hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. But you know, I'm sure you can understand that where the confusion and the heat comes from is it's so rare that we have an undisputed champion in boxing, and now seemingly we have one, but there's a dispute, so it can't be undisputed because now I know you touched on it just now, but the main question is that people have is whose title is holds more precedence, and if you just had to say one or the other, is it TEOFIMO's franchise title or is it Devin Haney's WBC world title? If we could only look for one guy to hold precedence, who would it be, TEOFIMO or Devin, Mauricio?
I don't understand the question. This is a new concept that the WBC introduced, and it has been an avenue for the possibility of making the great fights. I fully explain the franchise designation puts a fighter in a level of itself. It's Teofimo Lopez. Devin Haney is a WBC champion of the division. So I think it's very clear, and Devin Haney has the relief of the champion. He's going to fight the winner of Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell, and he's going to fight the winner of Fortuna and Linares. Lopez is a franchise champion, and he has no obligations to fulfill. He's free to go out and fight in other weight categories against any other champions and against anyone in that scenario. So I think I understand what I'm trying to say, that there is confusion, but I'm feeling firm to say that these are for the greater activity of boxing overall.
What originally when the title was made last year in 2019 for Canelo and then Loma, it was said that it was non-transferable. You know, originally these titles in Rule 2, I believe you could have a vote for it, you know, your board, but you know, what made that change? That originally this was the title only meant for guys who were kind of, you know, who have been around a long time. And now you give it to a kid who's 23. I mean, originally it was supposed to be for just, you know, guys who've been around a long, long time. Ain't that right? And it wasn't supposed to be transferable. What changed for this fight, Mauricio?
This fight is the one that changed. Teofimo Lopez and Top Rank requested to have the possibility of becoming the franchise champion, fighting for it against Lomachenko, and he defeated Lomachenko. So as a result, that's a simple response He defeated the great fighter, the great champion, the franchise, and he endorsed the rule. If you go back to any rules in any sport, now you have the 2-point conversion in football. You have in baseball, you have instant replay. I mean, any rule can be upgraded and implemented for the betterment of sport. So that's what we did with this specific one.
And I totally grasp the logic, Mauricio. I know you said on the show earlier this week, Hoppinger and Pugmire, their podcast, that the title was meant to for guys that drive the sport. And you mentioned other sports, but isn't that tough to say, Mauricio? Because in the NBA or in the NFL, it's not like you give Tom Brady or...
Everybody to the boxing world. It's your host, Rapstar Boxing Knowledge in the building, all the way from London, England, getting ready to cook. We're here for boxing. We're here for the best sport in the world. There ain't no sport next to my sport, boxing. The sweet science of boxing. And we got to get ready to talk about the current affairs, you know, and we had to talk about this situation. Now, I know a lot of people in boxing right now, they must be thinking, why is Rapstar cooking about Devin Haney and TEOFIMO Lopez? You know, let's not forget, Devin Haney is fighting a great fight in himself with Jorge Linares. You know, that's a big step up for Devin Haney. Devin Haney getting ready to fight the man in Jorge Linares. That's the biggest step up for Devin Haney. Now, why am I bringing this subject to the table before Devin Haney and, you know, TEOFIMO Lopez? He's fighting a great fight on Triller versus Cambosis Jr. for all the titles, as you heard from the great man himself, from the main man and the most respectful man in boxing today, Mauricio Sulaiman. Mauricio Sulaiman just told everybody, and that's why I played it for you guys. And I'll keep playing it for you if you guys are confused and you don't understand the situation. And a lot of it, I think it's bringing some politics into the situation. But this situation is easy. This ain't no hard situation for Rapstar. I ain't no dumb media channel. I'm not a dumb fucking stupid boxing guy like rest of your boxing stupid channels that don't understand what the franchise is. You guys don't even understand what the franchise is. Well, let's just keep it real. At the end of the day, before I get cooking, I want to put respect on the fathers like Bill Haney, TEOFIMO Sr. I know in this last few days, you guys have been seeing me go back and forth with TEOFIMO Lopez Sr. We had a heated debate. And already we know the other day, Bill Haney and Rapstar, we got into it as well. Now, look, at the same time, I appreciate the passion for TEOFIMO Sr. I appreciate the passion from Bill Haney. These are fathers doing the best by their children. And I would do the same. I would die for my child. You got to put a bullet through my head if it comes to my son. So I understand what Bill Haney's doing, and I know how you have to promote, and I understand what TEOFIMO Sr. is doing. But let's just keep it real. I'm going to break this down, and I'm going to cook the facts. I'm done with the bullshit. I'm done with all the fake bullshit and all these conspiracy theories. We're going to dice it down, and we're going to talk about why fights don't get made. Now, we're just going to talk about the current affairs. We're going to talk about how boxing is right now in 2021. We're not going to talk about the past. We're not going to talk about what hasn't happened. We're going to talk about the rules, the regulations, and what is going on in boxing right now with the WBC. Now, the respectful man in Mauricio Sulaiman, put some respect on Mauricio Sulaiman. He does a lot for boxing. He's out there everywhere. He's a passionate man. He puts his hands on, and he's always out there promoting his fights and his fighters. But he told you himself, Mauricio Sulaiman, the WBC sanctioning body themselves have said TEOFIMO Lopez is our elite supreme champion with a franchise title. So he has a franchise title and he has another WBC title, which is attached to his franchise as a champion, but the franchise gives TEOFIMO Lopez all the power so he can make the biggest fights in the world. Now, let's just see how that works. If TEOFIMO Lopez has the franchise title today in 2021, the rules say that Teofimo Lopez can fight the biggest historical legacy fights with the franchise title. If the fight presents itself and they have a big fight ahead of them, and this fight can be made, nothing in the world can stop that fight. There cannot be no blockages. There's no mandatories in between. Teofimo Lopez can get the biggest fights with the franchise title. That's number one. Number two, let's just get this straight. The franchise title can be, you can challenge the franchise title. If you are with the WBC rankings, you can petition to fight Teofimo Lopez. Did you hear what I said? You can petition to fight the champion, as Teofimo Lopez can get petitioned under somebody else in the WBC rankings, whether it be Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. You can petition to fight the champion. That's number two. Number three, the franchise title gives you power. If the biggest fight is not available in the world, now let me say this right now. If the biggest fight does not present itself, then you can fight your mandatory fighters. It's as simple as that. So at the end of the day, if you can't get the biggest fight in the world, you will fight your mandatory challengers. Now, everybody knows there's not a mandatory challenger in the WBC for Teofimo. There's only a mandatory for the IBF, the WBO, and the WBA. So if you can't get a big fight, you have to fight a mandatory fighter. You understand? Give me a sec. Now, let's not forget this, though. Ladies and gentlemen, let's remember this, all right? At the end of the day, everybody was confused with the franchise title. But now that you know that the franchise title can make legacy fights, it can make historical fights, and if you can't get those fights, you fight your mandatory position. That's what the franchise title seems to be right now in the current affairs. The third thing that you got to recognize, that in today, that everybody in the world saw, we can't deny that we just can't deny the situation. Now look, Devin Haney, he's a great fighter. Devin Haney, he's trying to get somewhere, and I understand that, there's a lot of shenanigans and people hating on Devin Haney. I don't think he deserves all that hate, and I don't think, it's his fault that he got the title the way he got it. But a lot of people in boxing, whether you speak to professionals, you speak to everybody in boxing, they recognize Teofimo Lopez as the WBC champion. Teofimo Lopez is the WBC champion that everybody recognizes because he beat the man who was the man. He beat the man who was the motherfucking man in Lomachenko. Nobody's fucking blind, nobody's fucking deaf, and nobody's motherfucking dumb. Lomachenko was the number one man, and Teofimo Lopez beat the man. So he got the WBC recognition from the world, from everybody. When the WBC changed their rules, Teofimo Lopez was the man. He was the WBC number one supreme champion. That's what the WBC says. I'm going to follow what the actual rules are. I'm not going to go by the fucking people which are in the middle. I'm going by the master chef in Mauricio Sulaiman. I'm going by the real Mac Daddy in Mauricio Sulaiman because his sanctioning body is his rules. When the WBA made a super champion, out of Floyd Mayweather, nobody complained then, did they? When Floyd Mayweather became a WBA super champion, and they did something similar, they let Floyd Mayweather fight Manny Pacquiao, and they elevated Floyd Mayweather as the elite super champion so that Floyd could fight Manny Pacquiao, and Keith Thurman was put to the side. The same motherfucking thing happened then, that they recognized who the main guy is, and you can make a much bigger fight, a legacy fight, 10 times bigger. They made that fight with Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. Same thing what WBC is doing today. The WBC have just added and implemented to their rules that the WBC have a franchise champion, which is the elite champion, which is the supreme champion in Teofimo Lopez. Everybody heard the rules. So stop fucking playing dumb as fuck. All you fans, all you casual fans, and even those media channels who don't know shit about boxing. A lot of media channels, they don't know shit about boxing. When it comes to the franchise, it's not confusing to me. I don't know why everybody else makes it confusing. It's easy shit. It's simple fucking ABC. Teofimo Lopez is the supreme elite champion for the WBC. Just like Teofimo Lopez is the WBA super champion. Gervonta Tank Davis is the regular champion. Now, can't that get through your fucking head at the moment? Let's get that through your fucking head. So those people which are questioning the rules, questioning the situation, questioning where we are in boxing today, well, then you got to learn the rules. Before you talk to me or talk to anybody, you got to learn the motherfucking rules. The rules say Teofimo Lopez, as you heard from the man himself, Mauricio Sulaiman, Teofimo Lopez is our supreme and elite champion. Devin Haney is our regular champion. Now look, we're going to start saying why this fight ain't going to happen, why it ain't going to happen. But one thing we got to recognize, Devin Haney, a great young fighter. You know what I mean? He's got a lot of things to do, and he's got a lot of ways to go. And there's a big future ahead of Devin Haney. I love what Devin Haney brings to the table. But we're going to talk facts. We're not going to sit here and sugarcoat shit. We're not going to sit here and have some feelings in the shit. We're just going to cook facts. And that's what Rapstar does. Yeah, sometimes I go hard. Sometimes the truth hurts. But you know what? We're here for the truth. We're not here to sugarcoat it like the rest of some of those channels. Some of those channels, all they want to do is suck dick. I ain't here to suck no dick. I'm here for my subscribers. I'm here for my channel. And I'm here for my people. I don't care even if Floyd Mayweather comes to my channel. If I fucking see the facts, I'm going to cook the facts. I'm not a fanboy. I just want to keep the shit real. And let's keep it objectively. Now, let's remember this. The whole boxing world are not fucking stupid. They know that Teofimo Lopez is the man. He beat the man. Devin Haney, he got the belt. I know people say he got the belt from email, Gmail. He was put in position. But I don't also think it's all his fault. I don't think people should be slandering Devin Haney because he got the belt in the way that he got the belt. You get what I'm saying? Now, look, I understand that the coronavirus put situations back. I get it. The coronavirus fucked up Devin Haney's fight. So it's not really Devin Haney's fault that he got the belt by fucking Gmail or email or however the fuck he got it. But at the end of the day, if we're going to cook it and we're going to tell the truth right now, who is the fucking WBC champion? Who is the real elite WBC champion? Everybody in boxing, tell me right now in the chat, who do you think is the real WBC champion? And who do you think is the regular champion? Because the last time I checked, the regular champion was Devin Haney. And the elite champion was Teofimo Lopez. So I don't understand. Let's just get that shit sorted out first. Yeah? Before we start cooking, let's make sure that you fucking understand that the regular champion is Devin Haney and the elite champion is Teofimo Lopez. Now, everybody knows that Mauricio Sulaiman has already announced that that undisputed champion is Teofimo Lopez. You get it? So he is the undisputed champion in Mauricio Sulaiman and his rule books and his sanctioning body. He classes his guy Teofimo Lopez as the undisputed champion. But it's not just Mauricio. You go and check with the boxers. You go and check with the professionals. You go and check with everybody who's the subscribers. You go check with boxing fans. They all know that Teofimo Lopez is the real king at lightweight division. They all know that Teofimo Lopez is the #1 guy at the lightweight division. Nobody's disputing that Devin Haney is right there. Nobody is disputing that Devin Haney, he's right there as well. But he ain't the elite champion. He's the regular champion. So, ladies and gentlemen, as long as we understand that, we can go forward. Now, being the regular champion and you got an elite champion on the other side, what people first started hearing is, the franchise title. You don't need to fight no mandatories. It's the franchise title. You don't need to fight nobody. Well, the franchise title tells you that you better make the biggest motherfucking fight, and you got to make the biggest history legacy fights. And if you don't make those fights, you got to fight your mandatory fighters. So either way, the franchise is a bonus. The franchise helps the fighter to become into a legendary fighter. See, people are getting this fucking confused. And I'm gonna let people know why they get confused. Because in the beginning, people didn't think that you could challenge the franchise. But right now, today, in 2021, in May, where we are right now, in the rule books, franchise can be challenged. The franchise can be challenged, and you can put a petition in to fight the franchise. Now, this is the conversations that we can have in a minute, right? We can talk about how the franchise can be challenged and how you can fight that guy. But let's just keep this shit real right now. With Devin Haney being the regular champion, and everybody knowing that Devin Haney is the regular champion, well, in the last 2 years, Devin Haney hasn't fought any mandatories himself. Devin Haney's belt supposed to be fighting mandatory fighters, but he hasn't fought no mandatory fighters himself. He's had voluntary defenses after voluntary defenses after voluntary defenses against Jorge Linares. Now, let me just put this why these debates got heated and why we went back and forth, and I want to make sure that we clean that up, ladies and gentlemen. The main thing is, if this fight with Jorge Linares, which is a good fight for Devin Haney, as long as Devin Haney puts in a great performance and we can get Devin Haney to get the imagination of the public so that they know that they want the TEOFIMO fight next, as long as TEOFIMO fucking wins against Kambosos. The reason why this fight is so complicated, ladies and gentlemen, very, very complicated, is because we all know in boxing that TEOFIMO Lopez is having problems with his promotional people in Bob Arum. We know that Bob Arum is blackballing TEOFIMO Lopez. We know that Bob Arum is pushing TEOFIMO Lopez to the side, that at the point where TEOFIMO Lopez had to go against Bob Arum and people had to pay TEOFIMO Lopez 4 times and 5 times more than he's worth because Bob Arum is trying to downplay his fighter and he's trying to blackball TEOFIMO Lopez. It's out there right now. We know they're having some promotional problems. We know TEOFIMO Lopez is having some issues in the top ranked stable. We all know that. So at the end of the day, I mentioned that if the Haneys want the fight with TEOFIMO Lopez, they would. Yes, they would. They are their own bosses. Devin Haney is his own boss. He is the lightweight guy, which owns his own promotional contract, DHP Promotions. So I said, just as a general fan, that if Devin Haney really wants the TEOFIMO Lopez fight, the Lopezes gave us a message and they said to us that they need to petition to make the fight because the Lopezes have no power with the Bob Arum top-ranked promotional company. See, the Lopezes are working for Bob Arum. The Lopezes are basically got no strength when it comes to making fights. They are not promoters. You know what I mean? So regardless of what the Lopezes say, whatever they want to say, they can go back and forth as much as they want. They don't have no power like Devin Haney. Now, of course, TEOFIMO Lopez is the most elite lightweight in the world today. Everybody knows he's the #1 fighter, but let's keep the shit real. The #1 fighter is Teo, but the one who's got the power is Devin Haney. Devin Haney has more power than TEOFIMO Lopez. Devin Haney is his own boss. And put some respect on Devin Haney's name. You know what I mean? You got to put some respect on Devin Haney's name. Being a 22-year-old boy, at 20 years old, he became his own boss and performed the DHP Promotions. And, you know, I think part of that, you got to respect Bill Haney. You know, Bill Haney, he's a smart guy. He put the logistics together and he made his son into an ultimate boss at 20 years old. You know what I mean? So far as I'm concerned, Bill Haney, salute to you for what you've done for Devin already. You know what I mean? Because I would have done the same thing for my son. You know, I don't give a fuck. If I could make my son into a boss, then I want my son to be the boss man. And that's what Bill Haney ultimately achieved with Eddie Hearn, where Devin Haney is the boss. So the only man who can make this fight right now is the Haneys. I'm going to say it again, ladies and gentlemen. The only people who could influence the structure of the fight for everybody, because the biggest fight in lightweight is TEOFIMO Lopez versus Devin Haney. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. The biggest fight in the world in the lightweight division now is Devin Haney versus TEOFIMO Lopez. But we're not going to get that fight. Ladies and gentlemen, after today's show, I am not going to be talking about the TEOFIMO Lopez and Devin Haney fight. It's done. This fight is not going to happen anytime soon. And I'm going to explain why. This fight is out the window. This fight is gone. This fight is not going to happen. It might happen in the near future when these guys move to 140 and the business structure would probably work differently, but it ain't going to happen now. I guarantee you that. Because the way I see this business and the way I see the boxing situation right now, if the Devin Haneys don't put the pressure on the Lopezes and they don't put the structure together and they don't get the TV networks in place, they don't get Eddie Hearn's approval, and they don't present that fight to the Lopezes, that fight ain't going to happen. That fight just ain't going to happen. And if the DHP, Devin Haney, which is that promotional guy, which is his own boss, which is the Mayweather boss of today, then if he doesn't put that fight together for Lopez, then Lopez ain't going to get that fight. So this is where Lopez is becoming vocal now. He's saying we want the fight, but they don't have no power. The power comes from DHP. The power comes from Devin Haney right now. And the way that fight's got to be put together, you got to get the Eddie Hearn's blessings, and you got to get some TV networks to make a deal with Bob Arum. You got to get Bob Arum involved. You got to get the money, and you got to push it to Bob Arum and make sure Bob Arum is happy to earn his 20%, and he'll just let that fight slide because he's not going to pay for the fight. Everybody already knows that Bob Arum is not going to pay. It's just not going to happen. So the fight can only happen if the Haneys are very, very vocal and push it on TEOFIMO Lopez's neck and try and get everything together. Because if they don't get everything together after the Linares fight, I guarantee you this fight is not going to happen. Because at the end of the day, if the Haneys don't present the package to the Lopezes, well, the Lopezes are going to wait for the next biggest fight. So let's stop the capping. We're doing a lot of bullshit talking out here. They don't understand the logistics of the business. You guys are fucking, half of some of you guys are casual. And I understand most of you guys are just fans. So you don't understand the business structure. But, you know, the truth is, I'm seeing all kinds of bullshit lately. First, I heard, we can't petition. We can't even fight for that title. Well, now you know that Mauricio Sulaiman and all of the WBC have told you you can. So let's stop that bullshit. The second thing that I don't like, well, you know what I mean? We've heard recently, now let's get this one straightforward, because since I put the pressure on, we've heard this recently, that, what belts are we going to fight for? Now, this is the next subject, what we're hearing about. What WBC belt are we going to fight for? Now, as we've seen today morning, Devin Haney came to my side of the town speaking to the boxing guys in England. He was speaking to different places in England today, in different channels. We saw our brother Bill Haney out there as well. And they said, look, at the end of the day, Devin Haney says, well, I'm going to fight for my title. So fuck TEOFIMO Lopez's title. I want to fight for my title. Now, this is another power struggle. This is another thing, ladies and gentlemen, that I want you guys to understand this. That if TEOFIMO Lopez and Devin Haney happens, that these guys don't even know what WBC title they want to fight for. You listening to me right now? Is that funny or what? That if this fight gets put to place, Devin Haney does not want to let go of his WBC title. He says, no, I don't want to let go of that title. Bill Haney was vocal about it. He said, we're not going to let go of that title. But Mauricio Sulaiman told you that the biggest fucking champion right now and the most elite title in today's sanctioning body rules, we got to go by today's rules, because you guys keep talking shit. Devin Haney has the real belt. Devin Haney has the real belt. Well, the last time I motherfucking checked, those boxers who had the WBC belt, they don't think that that's the real belt anymore. Things have changed. The rules have motherfucking changed, bro. What the fuck don't you understand? Are you blind? The rules have changed. The belt that Devin Haney has is the regular belt And if you want to start saying that the belt that Devin Haney has is the Floyd Mayweather belt, well, it's not. Because the rules changed. Floyd Mayweather never got the belt, or neither did Sugar Ray Leonard, or neither did anybody else in the WBC, apart from Lennox Lewis, which I will explain later as well. Never got the belt in the way that Devin Haney got the belt. Now, look, it's not Devin Haney's fault. We get it. But Devin Haney never fought for that belt. Devin Haney never went in the ring for that belt, bro. Let's keep the motherfucking shit real. If we're going to talk on Rapstar, we're not going to sugarcoat it. Because I do like the Haneys. And I do like what TEOFIMO Lopez is bringing to the table. I am not bothered about the debates. I'm not bothered about the back and forth between me and Senior or me and Bill Haney. That's all fucking fun and hype, you know what I mean? I love that fun. I love the passion. But I have nothing personal. I love what Bill Haney's doing. I love what TEOFIMO Senior is doing. As a father, I'll be doing the same. You get what I mean? I'll be promoting my sons. But let's not talk shit. Bill Haney knows that the rules have changed. The belt of today, of what Devin holds, is not the same belt. Because those guys fought for the belt, bro. Shit's been watered down now. Shit's been changed around. Nobody fucking tells me that TEOFIMO Lopez, are you telling me that the whole boxing world, this sounds so fucking ridiculous right now, that Devin Haney is saying, if I fight TEOFIMO Lopez, I'm not giving up my belt. So you want TEOFIMO Lopez now to give up his WBC super belt and give up his WBC franchise belt. So you want TEOFIMO Lopez to give up his belt and fight for the email belt, or fight for the belt that Devin Haney's got. Bro, that don't even sound right. Listen to what I'm saying right now. Devin Haney and Bill Haney, which I respect totally openly, have turned around and said today on a boxing channel in England, right, that they will fight TEOFIMO Lopez, but they want to fight for their belt. But the last time I checked, Ryan Garcia, George Kambosos, even Floyd himself, when TEOFIMO won, they don't class Devin Haney as the real champion. Everybody knows that TEOFIMO Lopez is the real WBC champion. So at the end of the day, yes, Devin Haney is a regular champion, just like Tank Davis is a WBA regular champion. You can't say that Tank Davis ain't a regular champion. Devin Haney is a regular champion. But the last time I checked, come on, this sounds ridiculous, bro. But the last time I checked, have you ever seen a WBA super champion give up his title to fight and go back 3 steps to fight a regular title? What the fuck are you talking about, bro? That shit don't even make sense. That doesn't even make any motherfucking sense. You're saying to us that you want to give up your WBC title, you won't give it up to fight TEOFIMO Lopez for the Supreme and the Undisputed Championship, for all the belts, for the IBF, for the WBO, for the WBA, for the WBC. You don't want to give up your regular belt to fight TEOFIMO Lopez for all those belts. Shit don't make no sense. Now, I love the Haneys. I appreciate what Devin's doing. I understand that there's a power struggle. I know the shit, but that sounds like cap. That shit sounds like cap. That's the biggest cap I've ever heard in boxing right now. That you ain't going to fight the Supreme Champion because you don't want to give up your belt. And you can just capture 4 belts, but you don't want to give up a regular belt. So where the fuck do you believe in yourself then? And I don't mean to say it like that, but let's cook. Because we ain't cooking no fucking fast food here, bro. This is some Michelin chef shit. This is some master chef shit we're cooking out here. Let's cook the facts. You told the boxing world today that you don't want to give up your regular belt to fight TEOFIMO Lopez. But you want TEOFIMO Lopez to give up his Supreme belt, his franchise belt, and everything just to fight you. I don't know, man. That shit don't sound right now. Because look, Devin, as much as we love you, you know that a lot of the boxing world know that the belt you got has got a lot of fucking bullshit around it right now. The way that you got the belt, but you want the guy who's the #1 undisputed guy in the world to give up his belt to fight you. How the fuck would that look? How the fuck would it look for TEOFIMO Lopez to give up his shit to fight for the email belt? Just think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Just think about that for a moment. How would that look? Because to me, that shit doesn't sound right. It doesn't look right. Now, look, let me just say this. Once Linares fights Devin Haney for the WBC regular title, after couple of weeks, the biggest fight that's getting announced is that the undisputed fight for TEOFIMO Lopez versus George Kambosos. That's going to be presented as the undisputed fight for all the titles, all the supreme titles. So how do you want the man who's got the biggest supreme title than you to come back so that you don't want to fight for his franchise title or his supreme WBC supreme title? But look, Devin Haney, you're getting the WBO, the WBA, the IBF. You're getting all the undisputed number one in the fucking lightweight division. And you don't want to give up your regular title to take all of that? Come on, bro. I know you're attached to your title. I know it means a lot to everybody. But look, Devin, you've got to build legacy, bro. You've got to become someone in this game. And the only way you're going to become somebody is if you fight the real man. And the real man right now is TEOFIMO Lopez. He don't need you as much as you need him. Let's get the fucking shit right now. You got to understand this shit right now. If Devin Haney believed it right now, he needs TEOFIMO Lopez way more than TEOFIMO Lopez needs Devin Haney. Because TEOFIMO Lopez has the power. TEOFIMO Lopez is the number one lightweight. TEOFIMO Lopez is the undisputed champion for a lot of people in the world. We can't deny that. So if you want to become the undisputed champion, bro, you don't want to give up your belt to fight him? Let me just leave that with everyone for a few seconds before I keep cooking. Give me a sec. So yeah, let's keep this shit real. Let's keep it real. At least keep it objectively. And let's not go left or right. Let's not sugarcoat nothing. The real reason where this fight cannot take place is right now, if this fight gets presented to themselves, is that the Haneys want to keep hold of their regular belt. So they don't want to fight for the whole undisputed title. Now, let me ask you this. If Devin Haney wants to change the game, he's got to let something go if he wants to become a supreme champion. If he wants to become the undisputed champion, he has to let something go to become that champion. You get what I mean? So far as I'm concerned, that's a power struggle. But if you think TEOFIMO Lopez has to give up his WBC crown recognition, give up his WBC franchise title to fight you, then I think everybody's born yesterday. I don't think everybody understands the boxing logistics. That at the end of the day, these are talks that are not going to show that the fight's going to present himself. The fight is not going to be presenting itself just because of the way that these guys are having a power struggle over the WBC belt. You get what I mean? But at the end of the day, let's just not lie about this shit. Let's not sugarcoat this shit. Let's keep the shit real out here. That the real guy who's the champion is the TEOFIMO Lopez. We can't lie about that. We can't say that that fight didn't take place with Lomachenko. I don't care if the rules got changed. I don't care if they adapted the rules or they implemented something else to the rules. That's the number one champion. So I think Devin Haney, if he wants to fight, he got to let that belt go. And yes, there's going to be some logistics in the middle, but you got to deal with that shit yourself. You're a boss. And if you're a fucking DHP boss, you should be able to present that fight to the Lopez's where they can't get away from it. The whole world is going to call Lopez a duck if Devin Haney fucking presents that fight and Lopez walks away from it. So far as I'm concerned, people are not really looking at what's happened. What they're doing is they're trying to get away from the real reality of this fight. And the reality is this fight ain't going to happen. This fight ain't going to happen, bro. Because you can see the way the Haneys are talking and you can see the way the Lopez's are talking. At the end of the day, Lopez already came forward, said they don't have the power. But at the end of the day, I just expect a bit more to see if the Haneys can present that fight together. Because the Haneys are in power. That's the difference. The Haneys do have the power. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy for the Haneys to make that fight. I get that. It probably won't be as easy for Devin Haney to make that fight because you do need to convince our old friend Bob Arum. You know, Bob Arum's a miserable dude at the moment. It's not easy to get Bob Arum to fucking agree on shit right now. You know, Bob Arum's not even speaking about the fucking undisputed heavyweight championship. We're listening to fucking Eddie Hearn every week. We're listening to fucking Tyson Fury now, who announced it a couple hours ago. Tyson Fury announced the fight, not Bob Arum. So I don't even know where Bob Arum's position is right now. He acting like a miserable fucking git right now. You get what I mean? But not to say that Bob Arum hasn't done a lot for the sport. Yes, he has. He's done a lot for the sport. Maybe it's age, bro. Maybe when you get to 85 years old yourself or 86, maybe you lose a lot of passion. Maybe shit happens to us when we become that age, bro. We might become miserable motherfuckers. You get what I mean? So let's just keep the shit real. At the end of the day, this fight is not going to happen. It's not going to present itself. There ain't going to be no Devin Haney versus TEOFIMO Lopez. That's all cap. You know what I mean? But one thing we got to remember is both of these guys are great fighters. They're both great fighters. They're both looking to achieve some greatness. We can't take that away from these young boys. We know that. We know that, you know what I mean? Devin Haney is the guy. They do speak about Devin Haney everywhere. You talk about TEOFIMO Lopez, you talk about Devin Haney. We get it. Devin Haney is a big name in America. I'll see that. And I'll see Devin Haney does have a lot of exposure. But one thing we're not going to do is sit here and lie to ourselves. You know what I mean? We're not going to sit here and not understand the rule book. We're not going to sit here and act like we're some dumb fucking boxing creators. Because I don't want to know about that bullshit anymore, bro. And it's unfortunate. I'm not trying to expose any fucking boxing business. I'm not here to expose boxing. But boxing is exposing itself. It is what it is. Boxing is exposing itself in the way that it is and the way that the business is behind the scenes, that at the end of the day, they want to keep it relevant. I understand they want to keep both of these fighters relevant to be next to each other. But ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to get this fight. It's a waste of time. This fight might happen later on in the future. But the way that the business logistics is, this fight ain't happening now. I promise you that. Because the Haneys don't even want to give up their title. So if they don't want to give up their regular title, then how the fuck are you going to become an undisputed champion? That's another thing. Maybe they can go and speak to the sanctioning bodies and they can go and speak to the WBC. And maybe that's another rule that I got to learn about. But maybe the Haneys can go and fight for their title and TEOFIMO Lopez can fight for his WBC Supreme title and TEOFIMO Lopez can fight for his franchise and the rest of the titles. I don't know if they can put that together. Because the last time I checked, if Haney wants to fight TEOFIMO Lopez, he needs to give up his regular title. So again, to me, there's a few little things in the middle that show me that these guys don't want to fight. You get what I mean? And this fight can be made. It's a huge fight. It's a massive fight. And I don't want to take away from what's happening with Devin Haney versus Jorge Linares. That's a big fight for Devin Haney. Do you know what I mean? That's a huge fight for Devin Haney. Jorge Linares versus Devin Haney, because that's his first step-up fight. That's the first time Devin Haney is putting a serious guy on the fucking resume out here. You know, I understand a lot of people say, yo, Rapstar, Linares ain't what he used to be. Linares ain't what he was. But I'll tell you what, Linares is still a very fucking good opponent. Linares is a veteran. I know Linares, you know what I mean, best days are probably, you know, they're done maybe a few years ago. But let's not forget, Linares is also a 3-weight world champion. He does bring a lot to the table, and he's a more dangerous opponent than you, Chris Gamboa. So we can't take away, Linares, you know, I think that's a good opponent for Devin Haney. You know what I mean? That's a good way for Devin Haney to step up. But at the same time, TEOFIMO Lopez has been proving everybody. He's been taking the fucking trees down out here. You know what I mean? The kid has fucking been challenging himself. Nobody even knew how good Nakatani was. But Nakatani has proved to everybody that he belongs in the top 10. After the win against Felix Verdejo, you saw that Nakatani can come overstorm that and come and knock out Felix Verdejo. You know, and let's not forget that experience that he gained, and then he knocked out Richard Comey. You can't fucking take away how he dealt with Richard Comey. Put Richard Comey and made him do the stinky leg. Richard Comey was fucked. You know what I mean? I've never seen Richard Comey get fucking destroyed like that. And then you can't fucking take away from Teofimo Lopez when he went and challenged himself against the #1 guy. A lot of people had Lomachenko as the #1 pound for pound. Stop the cap. People was calling Lomachenko white Jesus out here. And fucking Teofimo Lopez went and outboxed him, bro. Teofimo fucking Lopez showed everybody what skills he brings to the table. And he fucking making legacy at the age of 22, 23. And you want to tell me that you don't want to give up your belt and fight for his belt? Come on, bro. He's the undisputed champion. He got all the fucking motherfucking belts. You know what I mean? He's right up there. Devin Haney ain't nowhere near that situation right now. Let's keep the fucking shit real. I don't give a fuck what you did in the amateurs, bro. This is professional. This ain't no amateur fucking business. You get what I'm saying? We got to keep the shit real out here. Right now, Lopez is the man. And Devin Haney is there. So if Devin Haney fucking believes in himself and the DHP fucking people think they want to take the crown for Lopez, well then if you have to give up your regular fucking belt to fight for all those belts, then I think that's a great opportunity for Devin Haney. There shouldn't even be no talk. Because you've already heard in America, a lot of people think Devin Haney should get rid of that belt anyway, because he don't get no respect from that belt. A lot of people out there, they think that that belt ain't the fucking real shit anyway. So a lot of people tell Devin Haney to get rid of it anyway. So why not get rid of that belt when you're going to fight for fucking 4 belts? When you're going to fight for all the other belts? Now, I understand there's also another fucking thing that we can touch on, that the franchise belt is not fucking recognized by every sanctioning body, only by a few sanctioning bodies, right? But the fucking power is there right now. If you get the IBF, the WBO, the WBA, and you take the franchise and you take the Supreme WBC title, that's power. That's serious power. And if Devin Haney can get all of that, and he don't want to give up that regular belt just to make all of that and shut down all the boxing world, come on. Let's make sense out of that, bro. But let me see who's in the building. We got people out here. I've been cooking. I couldn't see, but let me see who's here now. Yo, we had Mark Nash in the building. What up, Mark? I hope you're doing good out there, bro. We got What About Me? We got my brother out here, Punch Drunk Boxing. Punch Drunk says, I would have to see Teofimo versus Haney. But that's not the biggest fight. It's Teo versus Tank, Teo versus Ryan, or Teo versus Loma, rematch, lucrative, why Teo versus Loma 2 rematch pay-per-view is huge. Hey, Punch Drunk, I agree with you. There is other big fights out there for Teofimo Lopez. I'm not saying Devin Haney is the biggest fight, but the whole boxing world kind of recognize that Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, Punch, is the biggest fight when it comes to the hardcore fans, everybody who talks about it. We're not talking about what makes even more money right now. We're talking that the biggest fight, if you want to just kill the shenanigans and you want to kill all the conspiracy theories, is Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. Because at the end of the day, you don't hear no Tank Davis talking about Teofimo. You don't hear no Ryan Garcia talking about no Teofimo. You heard Devin Haney's been vocal about Teofimo for a long time. Devin Haney has been that guy, his name is linked to Teofimo. You know what I mean? So I do think that Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez is a way, way bigger fight, only because of how much we've spoke about it, how their names are attached to each other. You get what I'm saying? Maybe there's more money with Tank Davis and Teofimo. Maybe you're right. There could be bigger money to be made with Tank Davis and Teofimo. But let's be honest, bro. Floyd ain't going to let Tank Davis fight no Teofimo Lopez. At the moment, anyway. You know what I mean? And Devin Haney is that guy who has got the WBC title that people don't believe. So that is the biggest fight from my eyes. I'm more interested if the fight with Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney can get made. Because for me, that will capture the imagination of all the people after all the talking and all the walking. Does Devin Haney believe in himself? It will answer a lot of questions. This is the kind of fight that I think we need to cook. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, the fight ain't never going to happen. Not right now. You might get the fight in the next couple of years if we're lucky. But, you know, I'm going to put it to maybe even 2025. I think at the end of the day, the fight will pass itself right now. TEOFIMO Lopez will probably go and capture some other business. And Devin Haney probably going to move in a different direction and make some other money. But whereas these two fighters can fight each other right now, done. I'm done with that. Rapstar's already going to debunk it. Ain't going to happen. So let's just move on from that. Let's see who else is in the building. We got Bolt Hype in the building. We got A Method and Madness. We got Junior. We got What About Me? Yo, we got Haley Thompson. I think Haley Thompson's is with Bill Haney because Haley Thompson's been on me from the as soon as I put the live up. Haley Thompson's been constantly telling me, "Oh man, we can't petition." And da, 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 da. Yes, you can petition, Haley Thompson. Stop capping out here. Oh, but if we petition, we might not get the fight. Well, you can go and put a provisional fucking contract in place, bro. Stop capping out here. Stop talking like you understand the fucking business and the logistics of it. Because the fight can be made. Because if the Lopez's put themselves out and you overpay for the fight like their Triller did, the fight will have to be made. Bob Arum can't do nothing about it if they put the fucking shit together. But if they don't present the fight to TEOFIMO Lopez after Cambosis, and TEOFIMO Lopez doesn't get a huge fight, and he can't get a legacy fight, then TEOFIMO Lopez will go and fight his mandatory position. So Devin Haney needs to be vocal and put some practice and put the contracts to place. Devin Haney Promotions need to show the world how powerful his team is. And then he needs to put that fight together. So let's stop hearing your bullshit, man. I'm done with the bullshit right now anyway. Let's see who else is in the building. We got Gavity Gagan. Ryan would do more pay-per-views than Devin Haney. Hey, look, I understand that Ryan Garcia might do more pay-per-views than Devin Haney. We're not talking about that only right now. We're talking about how the fight with Devin Haney and TEOFIMO Lopez can be made. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about how we can present that fight together. But that fight ain't going to be made because, as you already know, the Haneys are more interested in structuring their own business. You know what I'm saying? The Haneys are more interested in building their own legacy, which I can't blame them for that. I don't even think they should talk about Lopez after this. I think they should just grow their own business. I think Devin Haney can go and build some great fights himself. Just leave Lopez alone then. But the biggest motherfucking fight that the fans want is Devin Haney versus TEOFIMO Lopez. I'm talking from the fans' perspective. I'm not talking about the bank accounts. I'm not even talking about their pay-per-views right now. I'm talking that a majority fans want that fight. So we can't just say, oh, you know what, let's get Ryan Garcia. Because the last time I checked, Ryan Garcia having some issues anyway. So I think Devin Haney, TEOFIMO Lopez can be the biggest fight made, but it ain't going to be made, just like we're explaining why. We got Johnny Blaze in the building. The WBC belt is bigger than Devin Haney. Everybody see that comment? The WBC belt is bigger than Devin Haney. And I think at the end of the day, a lot of belts are bigger than most boxers. There's only a very small amount of boxers that can become bigger than the belt. There's only a certain amount of boxers that become a special breed and become bigger than the belt. And those boxers, they capture imaginations of the world public. They become global stars. You're talking about the Manny Pacquiao's. You're talking about the Canelo Alvarez's, the Floyd Mayweather's. But even then, they became bigger than the belt. You get me? The Muhammad Ali's, the Sugar Ray Leonard's. These guys became bigger than the belt. But right now, in the current affairs where we are in boxing today, you're right. The belts are bigger than these fighters. And that's for sure. That's 100% true. ABE says, tell him, chef. Okay, tell him, chef. Yeah, I'm talking, bro. I'm still cooking. I ain't even began yet. There's a lot more fucking proof, receipts, facts. I can bring it all to the table. I just don't want to bore the people. I want to make sure you understand that the logistics of the business ain't going to give this fight to any fan soon. As long as the fans understand we're not going to get TEOFIMO Lopez versus Devin Haney, then that's cool. Because I've understood it. I'm over it. At some point now, I'm over it, bro. I understand that TEOFIMO Lopez got some great fights to make, and I know that Devin Haney going to make some great fights. But I'm not going to be a delusional prick. Keep talking about Devin Haney, TEOFIMO Lopez, Devin Haney, TEOFIMO Lopez. That fight ain't going to happen right now. I'm just going to make it keep, you know what I mean? I just know that at the end of the day, the business of boxing won't allow that fight to happen. Johnny Blaze in the building. He is nothing without that belt, and they know it. I mean, at the end of the day, I do think Devin Haney is still, you know what I mean? He's still captured the imagination of people. I think Devin Haney is still a great, you know, young fighter coming out of America. I wouldn't say he's nothing without a belt. I still say that, you know, Devin Haney has got still a lot to the table. But, you know, in this business today, you need the belt. You need the WBC, WBA, WBO, you know, IBF, because it gives you the biggest fights. It makes the biggest millions for your fighter. It makes the money so the sanctioning bodies will sanction the fights. The promoters want to know Devin Haney because he got a belt. You know what I'm saying? So once you've got the belt, you got weight. And once you got weight, you can negotiate your business better. You can get involved and, you know, you can sit in bed with those promoters better. You can negotiate better. If you're not a champion, you can't negotiate as much. You know the A side, bro? You know the fucking A side is the fucking business now, isn't it? A side, A side, A side. You motherfucking need a belt for the A side. You know what I'm saying? So you do need the belt. The belt makes the best business for your boxer. And at the end of the day, why are we in boxing for? Ultimately, to make the most money as well and secure the boxer. So of course you need the fucking belt. And that's a true fact. There ain't nothing going to happen without that belt. Haley Thompson, Ryan ain't gonna fight Teo. I just said the same thing, Haley. Ryan is not gonna fight TEOFIMO Lopez. And that's facts. Because Ryan's not ready to fight TEOFIMO Lopez. You know what I mean? But neither is Devin Haney. Devin Haney ain't no fighting no TEOFIMO Lopez. Let's get that shit right too. You know what I mean? Because Ryan's not fighting him. Devin Haney's not going to fight him either. Man, ain't nobody want that smoke right now. That's the way I see it. TEOFIMO Lopez is the smoke. TEOFIMO Lopez, I got no horse in this race, bro. I'm from London, England. But I can see it. TEOFIMO Lopez, he's the fucking real deal out here right now in America. He's the #1 lightweight guy, bro. He brings power and he's a possessed fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's looking like to take people's heads off. But I just think that Devin Haney is that guy. I think Devin Haney is the guy out of the rest of them. At the end of the day, let's put Lomachenko aside. Devin Haney, he brings a lot of skills to the table. So who the fuck is going to deal with TEOFIMO Lopez? Because if Devin Haney ducks the smoke, and if Devin Haney don't want no smoke with Teo, then Teo going to go and build his own motherfucking legacy. You get what I'm saying? And if Devin Haney believed in himself, then he wouldn't give a fuck about that other title. He'll go and fight for all the titles. He'd give up that title to get all the rest of the titles. Because everybody has seen that even if he goes and captures Teo's titles, he's going to get a lot of respect from fucking WBC. They're going to back him up, bro. They're going to make sure that he gets the legacy fights. Like Devin Haney ain't getting no fights right now, bro. But once he goes and beats TEOFIMO Lopez, he can fight who the fuck he wants. They could never stop Devin Haney after that. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney is like, he got the weakest fucking championship right now. He don't even have any strength with that fucking title that he has, really. And if he wants to become the strongest fighter in the world, he needs to beat TEOFIMO Lopez. He got to go and capture all those titles, and he got to make sure that everybody knows he's the real deal. And it's unfortunate, but the real business structure for Devin Haney is to get the TEOFIMO Lopez fight. Otherwise, he will never be the powerful man with that belt. The power is to beat TEOFIMO Lopez. Then you take over the power. Then you fucking become the boss. Then you already are a boss and nobody can stop you. Because you'll have all the belts. And you can fight who the fuck you want. Ain't no mandatory gonna stop you. Because you can fucking trump that mandatory. Or that mandatory is gonna lose their position. So if Devin Haney wants to be that guy, he got to take that pressure. And at some point, he's got to believe in himself. You know what I'm saying? He got to come and capture the fucking titles. Or he ain't going to have that power, bro. He's always going to find ways. Oh, this mandatory's not fighting me. Oh, this guy's not fighting me. Well, fucking go and beat TEOFIMO Lopez then. You say you're DHP Promotions, bro. Get their millions together. Stop letting TEOFIMO go to the mandatory positions then. You're DHP Promotion, bro. Bring that fucking money to the table. Because Bob Arum ain't helping Teo. So why don't you fucking get the fight together and take everything he's got? Man, stop the cap. I'll just say stop the motherfucking cap. There's so much cap. If you believed it and you understand it, everybody knows it. You all know it. Devin doesn't need to talk twice about that bullshit. At the end of the day, if he fucking wants it, he got to go and capture all of it. Pay the fucking millions then. Pay TEOFIMO Lopez what he wants. And take everything. Take the crown. Go and become the next fucking superstar. The mega fucking star in boxing. I'll tell you right now, England people know TEOFIMO Lopez is the real deal. People around my town and where I come from in the boxing world, they know Teo's the #1 lightweight guy. Devin Haney is there though. Devin Haney's done a lot of fucking, you know what I mean? There's been a lot of fucking promotion. Devin Haney's put his name over there. But I just want to see Devin Haney do it. I want to see Devin Haney prove it. Because he hasn't proved it yet. As much as I want to, you know, talk about Haney, Haney hasn't proved nothing yet. He hasn't proved that he's the one champion that can hold even the title. I mean, we don't even know if Devin Haney could fucking hold the WBC title if he fights those top ranking guys yet. We don't know. But one thing we know about TEOFIMO Lopez, he's beat some of those top guys. You get what I'm saying? He wants to create legacy. TEOFIMO Lopez is already creating legacy. So I don't see what Devin Haney's problem is. If he wants to be the man, you got to beat the man. And if you don't beat the man, you can't be the man. And that's the old time saying, bro. Ain't nothing going to fucking change. Let me see anyway. Let me send them. I couldn't send a link today. I've been really busy. But, you know, I'm cooking for a little bit longer. I did send a link to somebody who's a special guest. I haven't sent the link actually to the special guest, to be honest. I've been busy. What am I doing? Give me a sec. Give me 1 sec, people. I haven't done cooking yet. We're still cooking out here. But if you guys want to involve yourselves, then you can. It doesn't matter. But look, let's see what the questions are. People hate it or love it. Punch Drunk Boxing. People hate it or love it. Needs to be humble themselves. The WBC said that Teo is the undisputed and the franchise as the supreme champion. So, at lightweight, the board voted on it. Oh, that's what I mean, man. The rules are right there. And the rules are getting manipulated, bro. These guys are manipulating the rules. They're manipulating the rule books. They're changing the rules. But the rules are right there in front of you. You can't lie about the motherfucking rules. You know what I mean? You're not blinded to the rules which are right there in front of you, bro. At the end of the day, if you want to manipulate the rules, whether you're a boxer, whether you're a manager, whether you're a promoter, or whether you're a media channel, if you want to fucking play with the rules, that's down to you. You know what I mean? If you don't understand the rules, that's down to you. It's pretty clear to us. I think the rules are fucking easy. I know the rules have changed, but these other fucking fake channels, they try and make it difficult than it is. Do you get what I'm saying? They don't want to understand the fucking rules. That's their problem. Because as far as I'm concerned, even a 10-year-old or 8-year-old kid can understand the fucking rules. The rules are written in front of you. But at the end of the day, these guys have got to make the fights. And, you know, you can call this and call that. There ain't no one ducking in boxing. There ain't nobody ducking right now. There ain't TEOFIMO Lopez is not ducking. I'm not saying that the Haneys and all that are ducking. But what we're saying in business-wise, you guys already know what you're doing in business. You guys already know what you're cooking in the pot. But you're selling us short. And obviously the casual fans can understand that if you keep Devin Haney's name right up there with TEOFIMO Lopez's name, it's the best thing you can do for boxing. But you're not going to want to make that fight right now anyway. Ain't that fight going to happen anytime soon? You get what I'm saying? That fight ain't happening anytime soon. So, of course, if you're going to keep feeding us bullshit, you're going to keep feeding us away from the narrative. And now you're going to make up another fucking situation where we don't want to give up our belt if we fight TEOFIMO Lopez. Well, I'm going to say this right now to you, bro. And this is keeping it simple. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to keep it real. If you fucking want to be the undisputed champion and you want the rest of the belts, you want the WBC, the WBA, the WBO, the IBF, and you can take the franchise as well. If you don't want the fucking franchise, well, you're going to have the power anyway. And if you want the power so you can make all the fights and you don't want no cap, then why the fuck are you not going to fight Teofimo Lopez and give up your belt? If you can get all of that, why the fuck are you not going to fight Teofimo Lopez and give up your belt? Because already you know a lot of people don't even fucking think you should have that belt. They already tell you, Devin, get the fucking rid of that belt. So the best time to get rid of that belt would be go and fight Teofimo Lopez. No, you shouldn't be telling the people, oh, I don't want to get rid of my belt. I don't think that's helping anybody. You know what I mean? That's not the kind of shit that I want to hear. You get what I'm saying? That's not the shit that anybody wants to hear. As far as I'm concerned, that shows me that you've got a power struggle. You want to keep hold of your email belt and you don't want to fight Teofimo Lopez now. And if you look at it, that's going to look like a duck. It is what it is. It's going to look like a duck. And as far as I'm concerned, at the end of the day, yeah, people can say, well, it's a franchise title. We don't want to fight for the franchise title. We don't want the franchise title. Well, I'll tell you what, you got the WBO, the WBA, the IBF, you got the Supreme WBC title. Well, then just put the franchise title, still gives you the power. You still can go and fight all those fucking big names. You get what I'm saying? There ain't no cap over there. You can fight the biggest names after that, Devin Haney. Devin Haney, you can go to 140 and make some big fights for yourself. And if you want, eventually you can go to 147 and become the guy. So the franchise gives you the power to make the biggest fucking fights, the biggest legacy fights, and you're avoiding that. Come on, bro. I'm telling you now, I'm going to have some more answers for everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, by the next few days, I'm going to get some answers about the WBC regular title for Devin Haney. I'm going to find out if that Devin Haney fights Teofimo Lopez. Well, how would that structure happen between the WBC franchise, Supreme, and the regular champion? But as far as I'm concerned, as the WBA super champion, the regular guy who wants to fight the super champion, he would have to give up his title. So for me, it's the same kind of a concept. For me, at the end of the day, if Devin Haney wants to fight Teofimo Lopez, he gets all that imagination. He gets the bread. He gets all the fucking other titles. He becomes a multi-mega star. Why would you fucking avoid that, bro? Why the fuck would you avoid that for your regular title, bro? Now, you're saying that the title came with the same way it came for Floyd Mayweather. The title came with the same way it came for Sugar Ray Leonard. No, it didn't. Because when you got the title, the rules got adapted, the rules got changed, and you got the title in the way that you got the title. Boxers don't even want to fight for your title. Some boxers don't want to fight for that title. Because some boxers think that Teofimo Lopez title is the best title. Because the rules have changed. And if you guys haven't changed with the rules, then you need to go and stay in the past while we're moving with the fucking future. You get what I'm saying? And you guys want to be dumb as fuck, that's down to you. But if the rules change, we have to change in boxing. You get what I mean? There's nothing else we can say. We don't fucking make the rules. We're not the rule books. We're the fans. Even the promoters can't change the rules. Even the management don't change the rules. Even the fighter don't fucking change the rules. You got to stick with the rules. And that's just the way I see it. We got someone in the building. How you doing, bro?
Yo, what up? Can you hear me?
Hey, what do you think about this situation, man? The Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez. Who do you think is the real champion when it comes to the WBC right now? Who's the mega champion?
Look, man, it's very clear. It's cut and dry. Okay, the line is in the sand. It's levels to this game, and Teofimo Lopez have already proven he's the A side, and Devin Haney is the B side. Okay, Teofimo Lopez is varsity. Devin Haney is junior varsity. Okay, it's levels. All right, Teofimo is heads. Devin Haney is tails. Okay, I'm gonna flip you over to expose you, bro, because you're the B side. I'm the A side. You're the backup. Okay, you're the beta. You're the B side. You're the bench warmer. You're the little B. I'm the alpha. I'm the A side. I'm Teofimo Lopez, okay? You're a little bitch. You're a B-team body man. Banji boy. B-side little backup bitch made boxing bum. And I'm gonna expose your ass. I'm gonna flip your ass over. Your tails, I'm heads, motherfucker. A big head.
Okay, so what you're saying, basically, if I understood from you, Teofimo Lopez is the guy. He's the man. So if Devin Haney wants to fight Teofimo Lopez, should he not just give up that regular title and fight for all the titles?
Look, man.
Just answer that
If you
question,
want to
bro.
be the man, you gotta beat the man. Okay, it's not about email. It's not about phone call. It's not about elevation. It's about which champion did you beat? Which sitting champion? Which reigning champion did you beat? Or are you gonna be a little B-side email? Bati boy, Banji boy, tails. I'm heads. I'm gonna flip you over. I'm gonna expose your ass.
Okay, look, hey, just stay there, man. I'm just gonna keep cooking, bro. So look, at the end of the day, right? I want to know from everybody right now, and let me know everybody who's in the chat or whoever. Can you guys tell me right now who do you class as the main WBC champion? That's the most important thing, because I'm not blind. I see Teofimo Lopez as the #1 WBC champion, bro. You get me? And then I'll see Devin Haney as a champion like Tank Davis. Like Teofimo Lopez is the WBA super champion, right? Give me a sec.
Bill Haney is a B-side. Bill Haney is a B-side to Teofimo's A-side, okay? Bill Haney, Devin Haney, y'all are the B-side. Y'all the bench warmers, okay? You're on the B team, all right? This is the big boys. We're the starters. Y'all the backups, okay? You know what I'm saying? We're the Letterman. We wear the Letterman jackets. You're the junior varsity, okay? You're waiting for us to retire before you get elevated, but that's not how it works, bro. You got to earn your shot to be on this team, okay?
Well, look, let me just make it easy for everybody, right? It just seems a little bit unpleasant that Haney doesn't want to give up his belt now to fight for all the belts. You get what I'm saying? Devin's been vocal about it. Bill's been vocal about it. DHP's been vocal about it today. That our belt, we're going to hold on to. Fuck Teofimo Lopez. But then how do you get all the rest of the belts? How do you structure your business to become the biggest fighter in the world? How do you become the man if you don't beat the man? And if you're going to hold on to your belt just because you want to keep capture that belt because you want to make big fights for yourself, well, the biggest fight which can be presented is you and Teofimo Lopez. But you want to put a block there. That to me is a blockage. That to me is bringing like bricks in between the fucking situation. You're trying to put a wall in between it. You get what I mean? So that to me already tells me that you're not wanting that fight anyway. Because how does everybody expect Teofimo Lopez to give up his titles? So you're going to give up his WBC titles instead, right? To fight Devin Haney. Let me answer that question to all of you right now. Everybody out there in boxing today, do you think that Teofimo Lopez needs to give up his WBC Supreme title and his franchise title to fight Devin Haney? Is that how this works? So Teofimo Lopez needs to go 2 steps back to fight Devin Haney. But you guys want Teofimo Lopez to give up his titles to fight Devin Haney. That just sounds stupid as fuck. Answer that shit, bro. How dumb does that motherfucking sound? You get me? So you want
A-side versus B-side, bro.
yeah, and you want the A side
AK-47s
to give up
versus
his
BB
fucking
guns, bro.
WBC
You brought the
power.
wrong gun to this fight, bro.
It
You
just
ain't
doesn't
strong
sound
enough,
right.
bro.
Yeah, that
You
don't
don't
sound
hit
right.
hard enough, bro. We pay for things in pounds out here, bro. You too light, bro. You're not heavy enough, okay? It's pounds out here. It's money. It's real money. It's stacks. You can't lift this, bro. If I paid you $1 million in cash, you can't carry the bag, bro. You can't carry
Okay,
that
look,
bag. It's too heavy.
let's read the comments, bro. Tycho TV says neither one should drop a belt till after the bout, and the belt that should be dropped is the franchise. But again, Tycho TV, you're not understanding the franchise model. The franchise model seems to be the model what can help the fighter build legacy. The franchise model is what can help Devin Haney get the biggest motherfucking fights. Devin Haney already can't get the biggest fights. So if he gets the franchise and gets all the rest of the 4 titles, that makes Devin Haney the powerhouse. That makes Devin Haney the fucking guy who can make all the fucking fights. What stupid shit don't you people understand, bro? Honestly, you guys are fucking something wrong with people's mentality or education when it comes to boxing. You want to hate on the fucking franchise, but that's the title that's giving Devin Haney the power. Because he ain't getting no power right now. All right, let's listen to this one. Johnny Blaze says, Tio don't want that belt because it ain't worth nothing. He got the franchise top belt. Johnny Blaze. See, Johnny Blaze understands this business. How do you expect Teofimo Lopez to go back 2 steps, fight for the email belt? So everybody, let's get Teofimo Lopez to fight for the email belt. Yeah? Think about that. How the fuck are we going to get Teofimo Lopez to fight for the belt that Devin Haney got? Because he's going to boycott that straight away, bro. You guys are making no fucking sense. If you present that fight to Teofimo Lopez and say you got to fight for Devin Haney's belt, bro, the Lopezes are going to say to people, go fuck yourself. You think I'm some fucking beggar? You think I'm some fucking kind of a idiot that I'm going to go back a step and fight for fucking the belt that Devin Haney's got? Already you got people laughing at him anyway. So you want Teofimo Lopez to eat the fucking crow. And he's got to be the one to give up the belts. When everybody in boxing's been saying Devin Haney needs to get rid of that belt anyway. Do you get what I'm saying, bro? So at the end of the day, we heard from the man himself. You know, the most respectful man in boxing, bro. Mauricio Suleiman. Mauricio Suleiman told everybody the rules, how the rules work. You can't go against the rule book. It's like you going to
Bro, it's
work.
big banks out here,
It's
bro.
like
It's
you,
big
yeah, let me
banks
just
out
finish,
here.
bro. Let me finish. It's like you going to work here, and the boss gives you a fucking rule book, but you trying to dice up the rules and change the fucking rules. How dumb does that motherfucking sound, bro? That sounds dumb as fuck. I'm sorry. I know that Devin Haney's trying to hold on to his belt. I get it. I get it. But at the same time, you're not going to become that legacy fighter then. You're not going to be able to capture the imagination of the boxing fans. You're not going to be able to be the superstar that you want to be if you don't fucking go and chase your dream. Because the last time I checked, Devin is the dream Haney. And he's got a big dream.
Man, let me break it down for these casuals, man. Look. Looks like this, okay? You said Mauricio Suleiman is being very respectful. Yeah, we know that, bro, because it's big money out here, okay? Wealth whispers. You broke-ass B-sides have to shout to get your fucking name. You're just trying to build a lot of hype around you, but wealth whispers, all right? It's big bank, take little bank, bro. It's big stacks on this table, on this panel, okay? You got to bring something to the table. What do you have to offer me, bro? What are you gonna give me? What's that regular belt gonna give me? I don't got room for that in my shelf, bro. Matter of fact, let's just recycle that shit. Let me put that in the bin. Okay? Let me throw that shit away because that shit ain't worth nothing. Okay, that ain't the real belt. Okay? You feel me? It's big banks out here, bro. Wealth whispers, bro. We're making money out here, bro. It's Trilla. It's the next generation. We're making millions, bro. Multi-millions. You understand that? It's money out here, bro. And you ain't getting a taste of it.
Well, let me just say this to 24 Jeezy. 24 Jeezy says if Tio wanted the fight, he would be fighting Devin Haney and not Cambosis. Man, again, it looks like 24 Jeezy, you ain't been listening to this channel from the beginning, bro. You know what I mean? You ain't been watching the show that you just came in the middle and talking a lot of bullshit. Yeah? Because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bro. You don't know nothing about boxing. At the end of the day, fucking Teofimo Lopez is going to go and get the next biggest fight. And if Devin Haney is the one who's the fucking promoter and he's the fucking boss, and Teofimo Lopez is not a boss, and already you know that he's got Bob Arum problems, you think fucking he's going to get the fight for Devin Haney when he had to go to an open market and get bidded by Trilla? Trilla got him that fight with fucking Cambosis Jr. because he was having a problem with fucking Bob Arum. So stop putting it on Teofimo Lopez and capping at it, bro. This needs to be put on the Haneys as well as the Lopezes, but the Lopezes don't have the power. They don't have the power in the business. You get what I mean? Devin Haney is a fucking promoter. What the fuck don't you understand? He's a boss man. He can make the fight. He can get Eddie Hearn and the TV networks to deal with fucking Bob Arum. Teofimo Lopez is no boss man, bro. So get the shit right. that Devin
Big
Haney
dogs
can
got
put the
big
fight together.
bones, bro.
Stop
Big
the cap.
dogs get
I'm
big
done with the
bones.
fucking
Y'all get
sentimental
the
fans.
scraps,
I'm
bro.
done with the bullshit fans. I'm gonna keep this shit fucking real. Devin Haney, if he wants to fight, he can make the fight, but he got to put some money out of his
Big
pocket.
dogs get big bones, okay? The rest get the runs of the litter get the scraps, okay? Y'all binge off this, all these casuals binge off this boxing nonsense, bro. They're at the buffet just eating whatever the fuck is put in front of them. Meanwhile, the true elites in the sports, we pick and choose the good scraps, okay? Y'all can binge. We'll take the scraps, but we'll take the good scraps, okay? Because big dogs get big bones and y'all get whatever the fuck is left over.
All right, let me just keep cooking, bro. Look, I got a lot of people in the chat. I need to speak to the people. Tank Primetime says, let's get Haney to fight a real primed fighter. Hey, that's a start. Let's get Devin into a fight that everybody starts to demand the fights. Let's get Devin into a fight where people can think, yeah, Devin Haney is the real deal. Well, that fight ain't fucking, that's going to be a while because the fight that he needs is Teofimo Lopez. The fight that he could have maybe afterwards is Lomachenko. Lomachenko will give Devin Haney the props. Lomachenko will kill all the fucking shenanigans. If Devin Haney can at least get the Lomachenko fight, that will at least show that Devin Haney is an elite and he belongs in the fucking names of Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko. But right now, we can't go there because that shit hasn't happened. We're on a hype train, and that's all we're doing out here. But let's keep it cooking. Wait, we got MMA sucks in the building. The interim belt is for injuries and shit. What about me says he has the only to notify the WBC wants to challenge for it. Okay. One foot in the door says, well said, rap star. Thank you, bro. Hey, Haneys won't fight anyone. Okay. Hey, I get that too. Haneys probably won't fight fucking anyone, bro. Can you show your face? I got people in the back. I've never ever had you here, bro. I don't want any trolls, and I'll let you into the building. Just show us your face, bro, and I'll let you in. Yeah, what do you want to say, bro?
Yo, what's going on, Rap Star? Big fan, man.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. Thanks for coming to my house, to my building. We
Yes,
out here in
yes.
London. We appreciate you coming, bro. What have you got to say about this
Oh
situation?
man, this is just a big mess, a huge mess. I give you mad props for calling out both of these dads because they out of control out here, man. They talking crazy, and of course, when you're supporting your son, you're not gonna say anything else but they're the greatest of all time, which is cool. But there's certain moves, especially in the lightweight division, that I feel is bullshit. The WBC has been, just trashing the regular belt for the longest now, and it's just been some shit that I don't think the boxers need to fix. It has to be fixed from on top and then go down, trickle down. And at the moment, Teofimo is the top dog, regardless. I feel once he had that matchup with Lomachenko and he beat him for the belt, I feel like once that happened, Devin Haney should have dropped the belt because that fight was named undisputed. It was being promoted as undisputed for lightweight. So I mean, at the moment, I don't think he should drop the belt because it's impossible. At the moment he's going against Linares. That's going to be a good fight. I feel like if he would drop the belt, Linares would probably drop out of that fight.
Keep cooking for 2 minutes, you guys. I'm coming back to charging my other device. Keep cooking.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like if David Haney would have dropped the belt right out once it got announced as undisputed and he was just done with it, I feel like that automatically would have kept him in a different just mindset, not only mindset but just in the fan of real boxing fan, because there's a lot of casuals out here, but hey, that's what pushes sports sometimes. I got a lot of homies that love the sport of UFC, but when I tell them, yo, this boxing match is gonna be sick, check it out, they check it out, but they're not gonna be interested in the whole belt situation or who's got what or anything like that. All they're gonna be focused on if it's gonna be a good fight, because that's what most people want to see, a great fight.
Look, man, these guys fight the way they live their eyes, bro. The way they live their lives, bro. They fight wide-eyed, just like they live their lives wide-eyed, bro. As soon as they see a little bit of money, as soon as they get a little bit of taste, okay, they think they're on a new level. It ain't like that, bro. These guys stay getting surprised, bro. When you've been here, when you've been to the table, okay, when you've been here, when you've been eating, when you've been making these M's, when you've been stacking these bills, bro, you're not gonna make us excited with this little money talk that you're talking about, bro. We're talking about real money, Okay, we're talking about for real legacy, real belts. This is real men. Okay, this is a real sport. Stop disrespecting it. Okay, it's not a fashion show. We're not showing off these fucking belts. It's not about purses and belts and shiny shorts. Okay, this is a real man's sport. Okay, you bleed, I bleed. Both our color, both our blood is red. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying, bro? And I say that to say this: at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, it is what it is.
Hey, look, I'm just going to come back. I'm back now, bro. Thanks for holding it down. But look, I'm just going to say this. We're not born yesterday. We're not blind and we're not stupid. We know people are manipulating the situations in the middle. We know people are bringing different things to the table, but you can't avoid the rule books. You've got to put respect on the WBA. You have to respect the WBO. You have to respect the IBF and you have to respect the WBC. Because if it wasn't for these sanctioning bodies, we wouldn't get the fucking fights. So as much as you want to hate on people, the rules are the rules. It's as simple as that. I don't give a fuck if you're a fucking boxing creator, a boxing content channel, a fucking manager, a promoter, or even a boxer. You can't fucking change the rules. It just doesn't work like that, bro. And of course, like Tycho TV says, we as the fans are getting played out. It feels like that. It feels like the fans are getting played out. But the biggest fight for people in boxing, bro, is Teofimo Lopez versus Devin Haney. It's a big fight. But when you got blockages and you got people talking a certain way, which don't even adapt to the rules, and then you got the professionals who are changing the fucking rules, then you know that they're manipulating. I'm sorry to say. You have to manipulate the fans to keep yourselves relevant. I understand the business of boxing. I'm not
Too
stupid.
many middlemen, bro. It's too many people. It's too many people trying to get their grubby little hands on a piece, bro. And they ain't bringing nothing to the table. Everyone's trying to get a piece. Everyone's trying to get a percentage. Everyone's putting up all these roadblocks, all these obstacles. Okay, bring something to the table. Okay, stop looking for a handout every time.
Hey, I'm just saying this, bro. We got to remember something in boxing. We got to keep it objectively and we got to keep it honorable and we got to keep it real. And, you know, I'm not going to go back about my experiences with the people going back and forth. I've just got to dice it down to where the rules are. I've got to speak it as a factual situation. And if you want to fucking challenge me, here's the link. Here, look, I'm not going to say that people are scared to challenge when it comes to the truth. I'm going to put the link there one more time. There's a link right there in front of everybody. Okay? We're not here avoiding any smoke. We're keeping the motherfucking shit real. But the truth hurts and the facts are the facts. You want to fucking talk all that shit in the fucking chat. You want to keep coming at me as a keyboard warrior. You want to tell me shit on emails. Well, here's the fucking link then. I ain't fucking ducking anything I'm saying. I'm saying what I've learned, what the rules are, what things are showing me in today's climax. In boxing today, with the WBC, Teofimo Lopez is the supreme champion. Teofimo Lopez is the most recognized, elevated, supreme champion and undisputed champion. In most people's eyes, you're not going to fucking take that away from anyone. So if Devin Haney wants to believe in himself, bro, after the fucking Linares fight, and he don't want to cap anymore, and he don't want to be part of this promoting and, you know, pushing his name next to Lopez, well, he's a boss. They need to get their millions out of their pocket and stop the cap. Yeah? And let me tell you something. If people don't want to come here and cook with me today, I don't give a fuck. Because only my real brothers understand me. Only real boxing people understand me. And you guys who don't even want to challenge me, you're scared of me, bro. Because you ain't ready for the facts. And the truth does fucking hurt. But on that note, bro,
Hell
I
yeah,
want to
dude.
temper
Hell
down
yeah.
my energy. I've got one of the most energetic guys in the building. I've got people in the back, but they're not showing me their face. They're scared. They're trying to come on the back, trying to show some stupid dick pics. And they don't even want to come in the panel. They're scared. Yo, who we got in the building? Is that you, Punch Drunk Boxing?
Mr. Moo Shine himself. Hey, I'm only gonna be short because I'm in the playground. I'm in the playground with the kiddos. This is what it is, Rap Star. This is what it is. that what you're saying and what I've alluded as well is it's easy to attack you or easy to attack us. But the same thing that you're saying is what is the WBC been saying. But people don't keep the same energy and attack the WBC for it. It's easy to attack us, but they won't attack Mauricio Suleiman. Why are people trying to justify things? That's my question.
You know, the problem is you can call us what you want. You can call us all the names in the world, but we got to read the rule books. We got to go by the rules. I mean, Punch, when you go for a job, you look at the application and you stick with the rules, right?
Yep.
So why
I
are you
guess.
avoiding the rules today? Look, Punch, when the WBA became a super champion, and I'm not going to lie, you did give me some reference to that a long time ago. You know, you were the one who educated me on telling me how the WBA super champion was with Floyd Mayweather, and when Keith Thurman was in position, they made Floyd into a super champion, right?
He fought Maidana, and after the Maidana fight, they put him as a super champion. And then they fought the rematch, and then they fought Manny Pacquiao because, of course, Maidana and the rematch with Floyd Mayweather was a bigger fight, and Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather was a bigger fight. So the WBA elevated him as a super champion, not to get in the way of that super fight. The WBA alter their rules. Back then, you become a super champion when you make as a WBC champion, as a WBA champion, you make 5 straight defenses. When you make 5 straight defenses, then they can elevate you as super champ. Floyd Mayweather only beat Maidana, and then they already elevated him for the super WBA. So they went against they alter their rules. WBC ain't the only one that alter their rules. WBA has altered their rules. But you know, it depends on the fight. That's when people want to justify it. That's why nobody's trying to justify Chocolatito Estrada 3, because we all really want to see that fight.
Oh, the franchise is a beautiful thing when it comes to Chocolatito versus and Estrada, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you seen a plethora of videos of people sabotaging that fight? No.
Nobody.
No. It's only because in the YT, I'm gonna say it like this also, the YTBC is not everything. Because outside of the YTBC, I'm gonna say it like this. Nobody's really stressed about a Haney and TEOFIMO Lopez fight. Now I want to see a TEOFIMO Lopez and Devin Haney fight, but I'm gonna say it like this: ain't nobody stressing that more. If you put it right there, mainstream, put it mainstream right now, and say Tank versus Teo, Loma versus Teo rematch, Ryan Garcia versus Teo, or Teo versus Haney. What you think the fights that people gonna pick?
Facts. I mean, people are looking at Tank versus Teo as well. That's a huge fight.
We're not devaluing Devin Haney. The WBC, with their rules and the elevation and accepting the petition for top rank. See, this is the problem that I have. Oh, Lomachenko petition for the fight. No fighters could petition for no franchise. No fighter could petition for a fight unless you're self promoter, like a Devin Haney, like a Manny Pacquiao, like a Earl Spence. They got their own promotional company. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you know, a fighter can't petition for it, but do they question the WBC for accepting those petitions? So at the end of the day, even though that people are disgusted, maybe with the WBC and how the Luke Campbell and Devin Haney and Lomachenko, all that stuff transpired, somebody was accepting petitions, and hey, they didn't have a problem with it. Devin Haney ain't crying to Mauricio. Devin Haney, Bill Haney ain't saying nothing about Mauricio Suleiman. They love that man. So they have accepted their status. They have accepted their statue. They have accepted it. So
and you know, one thing that you made a good point, Punch.
So if everybody sees that they accepted it, why don't people want to accept it?
And you made a very good point. You said that the Haneys, Bill Haney's been speaking to us for a long time. They spoke to Mauricio so many times. Devin Haney keeps speaking to everybody, but none of them challenge the when it comes to Mauricio Suleiman. When they see Mauricio Suleiman on TV, they never say, "Oh, is TEOFIMO the undisputed?" Because they know he's the undisputed. They know the rules have changed, but they don't want to tell the guy who made the rules.
Okay,
But
now
they want to tell everybody else, Punch.
here's another chance. Here's another chance. Devin Haney's going to be having a great fight versus Jorge Linares May 29th. TEOFIMO Lopez in 3 weeks going to be having his fight. It was going to be 1 week separate from each other. Now, TEOFIMO Lopez versus Kambosos, they're promoting that as undisputed. Now, is anybody going to question? Hold on. Woo, I was about to sneeze. My fault. Has anybody have question right now that Kambosos and TEOFIMO Lopez is undisputed? Can now they question the side that feels like TEOFIMO Lopez is not undisputed? Tell them right now, because there's two promotions going on. It's Jorge Linares, Devin Haney. It's TEOFIMO Lopez versus Kambosos. Two separate promotions, but it's going around the same time, but one is undisputed. Now, can the Haneys publicly question Mauricio Sulaiman on the WBC board? Hey, wait 1 second. We're about to fight May 29th. Excuse me. I know y'all, somebody saying undisputed. Can you tell the world, please, that that's not undisputed, that this is an official, WBC lightweight supreme championship bout between me and Jorge Linares? Are they going to do it? No, they're not going to do it. So guess what? So everybody needs to shut the fuck up about this undisputed, not that to dispute the undisputed when they themselves is not disputing it. The Haneys are not disputing what Mauricio Sulaiman is saying, and they have so many chances to do so in the barbershop conversation. In any conversation, they have not done it. So people need to shut the fuck up. They need to shut the fuck up about it. People need to stop hating because y'all looking dumb. It's like fighting for somebody that's not fighting for themselves. So accept it. Accept it, people. Stop crying. Stop bitching. Stop moaning. Accept it because the Haneys have accepted it.
Yeah, and to be fair, Punch, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be fair with people. Not everybody's educated in boxing the way that you and the way that you study the business and the way that I study the business.
Because they don't want to.
Can I just finish, Punch? You're a very detailed guy. You read the situations, you go and check with the sanctioning bodies. When the professionals come and manipulate the situation, Punch, a lot of those channels and a lot of those media creators and fans are casuals. Does that make sense to you, Punch?
Of course. But people want to be casuals because they want to be casuals. It's not that it's not there. It's not that rules is not there in front of your faces. Everybody got a smartphone. Not nobody know how to use a smartphone. Or everybody got a dumb phone. I know all the phones that we got right now is smart. Hey, don't worry about it. The phone will do the work for you.
Yeah, but what have you got to say? Like, I got Bill Haney's people in the building. I know this person is always fucking speaking for the Haneys. He said the biggest lightweight fight is on the 29th of May. But can you explain to everybody, because I know you've got some information. Are they going to be announcing 2 weeks afterwards, 16th or what's it called, the 19th of June? Is that right?
Look, June team, this is what I'm saying.
Is it an undisputed
They
fight,
cannot fight it. This is what I'm saying. If any Devin Haney's supporters, DHP, whoever's coming at you, coming at me if I make a statement, they have best come at Mauricio Sulaiman. And if they don't come at Mauricio Sulaiman, that's capping. Because they don't question all the things that I've said and all the things that you're saying right now in this live is what the WBC is saying.
Exactly.
There's no lying. There's no cap. There's no theories. It's not a conspiracy theory. Now, if this was us making this up, saying that what the WBC board voted that the franchise is a supreme belt, then that's being lying. Then we're being liars. But we're just repeating every shit. This is why there's so many interviews that we could just edit and put it out there and let you hear Mauricio Sulaiman. I don't even need to talk. All you need to do is put the videos, Boxing Social. You could put the fight hype. You could put the Zoom call. You could put everything. You could put the boxing voice. Mauricio Sulaiman has been consistent even before the franchise, even before the franchise was elevated, even before there was any type of franchise in the lightweight division. With Boxing Social, Mauricio Sulaiman said, you know what? They petitioned to fight for the interim title of Dulaev, knowing that Lomachenko was not going to be mandated. Nobody want to listen to Mauricio Sulaiman. That's the problem. Nobody want to listen.
So basically, what you're saying
is, hate it, right or wrong.
So what you're saying is the guy who's the ruler, the guy who adopts the rules, It's their sanctioning body, it's their rules, and they've changed things as they've gone. Like the WBA changed it. Now you're trying to manipulate the rulers' fucking rules. So you, as a professional, are manipulating the fucking rules. Come on, man. At the end of the day, we're not gonna
Yo,
sit
bro,
here.
this.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, even when they alter the rules of the franchise about being that it could be transferred, didn't Mauricio Sudamon said in the barbershop conversation that he sent the emails to everybody when Mr. Bill Haney said that, oh, he didn't get the memo, and he said, oh, I'm for sure that you got the memo, but I'm gonna check. But anyway, it's been public. It was publicized, and I've been saying the same thing. This is what I mean. So whatever people may feel about this franchise, everybody got the memo, including the Haneys.
Yeah, because they
accepted
announced it on a platform where the world listened to it. You know what I mean? They announced it openly that they've changed the rules, they've implemented a new title structure. The elevated champion will become the franchise champion. And once you become the franchise champion, you become the powerful guy for the WBC. So you can make legacy fights, you can make big fights, legendary fights. But if those fights don't present themselves, Punch, then they have to fight for the mandatory fight, correct? So at the end of the day, that whole franchise title is a powerful structure for the fighter, so the fighter can make the biggest fights. Now, they first said, oh, it's a duck title, but then Mauricio Suleiman said to everybody, you can petition against that fighter. You can also challenge the franchise fighter. So again, we threw that out the table. But what do you think about the Haney saying that they don't want to give up their world title if they fight Teofimo Lopez for all the belts?
Then don't give it up. Nobody's giving. Gervonta Tank Davis ain't giving up his regular title. Then don't give it up.
Will the WBC allow the Haneys to fight Teofimo Lopez with the regular title, or would they need to drop that title?
They will be fighting for probably, I don't know, maybe they'll fight for all the belts. Probably, I don't know.
That's a
I'm gonna say it like this.
We need the answer to that
when
question.
Look at this. When Thurman and Manny Pacquiao, Pacquiao was the regular champion. Thurman was the super champion. What belt did they fight for?
Super champion.
The one that means that was meaningful for the WBA, right?
Right.
Okay. So what belt is most meaningful at lightweight division for the WBC?
Right now?
Yeah. Lightweight.
It's the
welterweight.
it's the WBC.
Not heavyweight, in the lightweight.
Yeah, the WBC Supreme Elevated Champion in Teofimo Lopez.
There you go.
That's the biggest champion right now when it comes to the lightweight. So with Haney, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's easy for somebody to say the franchise at lightweight is the French fries belt. Guess what? It's not the French fries belt for WBC. In the lightweight division, that's wifey. That's the wifey belt.
Can you explain to everybody? Can you explain to everybody what the wifey belt means?
The wifey belt is the one. That's the big party. That's the one that you introduce everybody. You take your wife to the Grammys and the Oscars, just like this is gonna be a pay-per-view. Triller, celebrities is gonna be there. Everybody's gonna be. You're gonna have to pay for that fight.
Yeah.
36,000 is gonna be open. Miami. That's the wifey belt. That's the one that Mauricio Sudamon says, hey, this is my wife, okay?
So the most recognizable
belt.
Yeah, the most recognized, respected belt right now in today's environment, how the rules are being changed, is Teofimo Lopez's franchise elevated belt, which he holds the 2 WBC titles for, right?
That's what Mauricio Sudamon saying. If Mauricio Sudamon ain't saying if he never explained anything, then we would be looking at if the belt never been watered down, if you would have never said that this is an undisputed with Lomachenko and never promoted it. Did you see Mauricio Sulaimon when Haney fought Gamboa? Do you see the WBC promoting this fight as something really, really special?
No,
Mm.
no.
I wonder why.
Mm.
Why?
Yeah, so basically it seems to me, right, that they're not recognized as the best champion. They're recognized as the regular champion, but the regular champion wants to demand the supreme champion to let you know what I mean, to let them know that we are the real champion and you need to let go of your fucking belts if it comes down to it. And I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
See this?
That's never gonna happen. What the Haneys are saying is never
I
gonna
get
happen, Punch.
I get what the Haneys are saying. I get why the Haneys are saying it. I understand it 100%. The part that they need to understand it, and I think they do understand it, but publicly they just don't want to say it because they don't want to give it to Teo. They don't want to give Teo that status. But I know they understand it because they won't. That's what I said. They won't question Mauricio Sulaimon. They understand it. They got the memo. But publicly they can't tell the people the same thing Mauricio Sulaimon is telling the people. They can't say it because then they will water down their own belt. You understand what I'm trying to say? So I understand the Haneys, how they talk. I understand they can't question Mauricio Sulaimon publicly. I understand, but they do got the memo because they won't question him anyway. They won't say, no, Mauricio Sulaimon, how dare you say that? How dare you say that? We putting our lives on the line. And when we putting our lives on the line, I want it to count for something.
Yeah. And you know, to be very fair with you, you're right. They have never ever challenged the hand that feeds them. It's like you're fighting for the most prestige WBC guy, but you don't want to ever say nothing to that guy. You want to come and make all these rules up to other channels and call me an idiot, call you an idiot, and then go to all those dick rider channels, which even like you said, they understand the rules. I actually didn't think they were that clever. But if you think some of those channels do understand the rules and they're just playing on it and they're just trying to avoid the rules just to try and talk shit, then we get what that means. But at the same time, bro, you never challenging the guy who made the rules. You're not challenging the man who's the guy who's giving you the belt. And you want to challenge us? How stupid does that fucking sound? It just sounds pathetic. But I think there's a couple more questions that I want to ask this week. And I need some answers, Punch Drunk Boxing. I want to find out if Devin Haney fights Teofimo Lopez, can he still bring that belt that he's attached to, what he got by Gmail? I want to find out, can Devin Haney also bring that belt to the table? Because the last time I checked the rules, Devin Haney will need to let go of that regular title to fight for all the titles. So, to me, I mean, doesn't Devin Haney want to become the dream and become the guy who gets the WBO, IBF, WBA, Ring Magazine? Does he not want to become that guy? Or does he just want to hold on to his belt that he got?
I don't know, bro. That's a question that they will have to answer. I mean, looking at the moves that they've made, they're very, very happy with whatever the WBC has been doing. They're very, very happy. And they have said it publicly. They're very, very happy of the situation they have with the WBC.
Yeah.
So
I just want to answer to this panel.
WBC,
There's people in the chat, man. They're always talking shit. Listen, what the fuck don't you
yo, I'm
understand?
gonna jump right
bro.
in. I'm gonna go to the
No
house.
problem, no problem. I'm cooking for a little bit anyway. Listen, at the end of the day, bro, right? As far as I'm concerned, yeah, I ain't here to talk shit. We're here to talk it real, and we're gonna keep this shit real. The franchise title has been changed and elevated. The rule book has changed. The man went and fought the champion in Lomachenko. What the fuck don't you understand about that, bro? Are you gonna try and forget that the fight even fucking happened? Are you gonna try and sit there, mate, and try and act like blind, like that fight didn't fucking exist? Now you sound like a delusional person. And these are the casual fans that we need to educate. We need to educate you people to recognize that the franchise is not what you're saying it is. The franchise makes the biggest fights for the fighters to make legendary fights. Also, with the franchise, you have power. What fucking power does Eddie Hearn have? I mean, what power does Devin Haney have with this belt that he's got with Eddie Hearn right now? This belt that he's got right now, bro, he ain't making no mandatory fights with that belt. He ain't got no power with that belt. You just heard what Punch Drunk said. That people don't recognize Devin Haney. He's not getting the same love and attention on that belt. Are you fucking stupid? Don't recognize that. People think the belt that Devin Haney's got, it's just watered down. A lot of people think, man, you need to get rid of that belt anyway. So wouldn't it be a beautiful opportunity for Devin Haney to get rid of that belt so that he can fight for a historical, major legendary fight with TEOFIMO Lopez for all the belts? You say to me, Rapstar, the franchise belt is not that respected. But the franchise, as it's going along, the franchise is showing us that it's making big, big legendary fights. I don't hear nobody complaining about Chocolito versus Estrada. Chocolito versus Estrada 3 seems to be the biggest fight. And everybody's excited about that fight. So the franchise is working when it comes to making big, big fights. Are you not in boxing? Let me ask you as a fan, as a boxing fan, right? Are you not in boxing to watch big, legendary, massive fights? Is that not why you're in boxing? Or you just want to see fights which are okay fights? Because I'm not in boxing to be in okay fights. I want massive fights. I want legendary fights. And if the franchise can build that to the table, then I don't see why Devin Haney is ducking that smoke. Because the last time I checked, right now, I'm just going to keep it real. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. DHP is a powerful organization. They're a promotional team. They're a self-made bosses. And if Devin Haney wants to make excuses, or the DHP team wants to make excuses about that belt, and they want to say, oh no, we're going to hold on to the Gmail belt, well, I'm going to tell everybody right now, the whole boxing world's going to think you ducking that smoke. It just is what it is, mate. Devin Haney is ducking TEOFIMO Lopez. That's just the way it is. And the real world, Devin Haney don't want that TEOFIMO Lopez smoke right now. And I've diced it down. It just is what it is. Hey, you can't blame Devin Haney, bro. At the end of the day, he wants to put himself in position slowly. You know what I mean? He got that belt quickly, too quick. Too much pressure. And for a fighter to become a champion, you need to go through different categories. And Devin Haney hasn't gone through those categories. So at some point, if he can't hold on to the belt, then he can't fight the top guys straight away. They need to build his resume. They need to build Devin Haney and then get him ready to fight a mega multi-million-dollar fight. And we understand that. I'm not saying that, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, there's no hating on that. I respect what Devin Haney's got to do. I'm going to support Devin Haney as a prospect coming up. I get it. You know what I mean? I'm going to support Devin Haney in what he's doing because I'm a hardcore boxing fan. I'm not going to shit on the bro. I know what position he's in, and I know what he's got to do next. You know, he's got to build his resume, build himself, and get himself into position once he's ready for the multi-big fight. You get me? TEOFIMO Lopez is already there. TEOFIMO Lopez already has done it. Devin Haney now has to do it. You get me? So I don't blame Devin Haney not being ready for that smoke. Right? And let me tell you something, King David. You a dumb motherfucking bitch. This is what I'm saying. I want all you fans to come on here today. King David, you're a delusional person. You're a dumb casual. And you know what I mean? You just coming to the rap star world to act like a troll. Because King David, you ain't no king. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't know nothing about boxing. Because you don't understand the logistics of the business. You're listening to the casual situation, what the Haneys and the way that they're... And listen, I understand it's a promotion. They got to promote themselves. Look, the Haneys are clever. And this is where I respect the Haneys. They know how to keep relevant. The Haneys need to keep Tio's name in their pocket. The Haneys need to always keep TEOFIMO's name cooking so that boxing world know that Devin Haney's name is right up there with TEOFIMO Lopez. I think the same thing they did with Floyd. The same thing that, Andre's doing with Canelo. You got to keep the relevant people name in your mouth. But we know Tio don't want that motherfucking... Devin Haney don't want that motherfucking smoke. That just is what it is. Devin Haney does not want that motherfucking smoke. He's capping out there, and I don't give a fuck what anybody says. On that particular fight, they don't want no smoke. Unless they prove me wrong. Unless they prove Rapstar wrong. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they got every opportunity to prove me wrong. But I read the rule books, I read the rules, and these guys are not following the motherfucking rules. They're changing the rules, and they're playing with the rules. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and let my channel be a casual channel so that I can be a fanboy. Nah, it ain't going to happen. I'm not trying to expose boxing either. No, I'm not. I'm trying to keep the shit real out here. That we understand what business moves Devin Haney has to make. I get that. We know where Devin Haney is a powerful guy as a promoter. We understand he's got to make his moves. And I'm going to support Devin Haney in that. But we're going to know that Rapstar are going to get a lot of hate. We know that a lot of people are going to come back at this, and we're going to see people cooking, but they're going to be cooking bullshit now. They're going to manipulate the situation, and they're going to try and get away from the real facts. The real facts is the Haneys have never challenged the undisputed factor. The Haneys have never challenged the people who feeds them. The Haneys have always come and changed the rules and try and make people look like idiots when it comes to the fucking casuals. Unfortunately, we don't have no casuals in this fucking building. We only have casuals coming as haters. But most of the people in this fucking building, they understand the smoke. They understand boxing. You get what I'm saying? And I got people in the building. Let me just see what we got to do here. Yo, HOD, what are you saying?
What's going on, Rapstar? Thank you for welcoming me on the show.
Yeah, I've got loads of people in the back, HOD, but some of those guys are trolls. They're not willing to show their face. They're showing their dick pictures. So, it seems like we've got a lot of haters in the building. We got these people which just can't take the truth. And you know what, HOD, the truth hurts.
It hurts, especially when you're a fanatic and you're not, of particular just one, of just one fighter or group. You know what I mean? And so yeah, when the truth comes out, it goes against everything that they've been fed by their certain fighters or trainers or whatnot. So I get it, but the truth is still the truth regardless.
Yeah, so HOD, look, let's just put it straightforward now. I want to dice it down like A, B, C, D. Who is the real WBC elite champion right now in your eyes?
Even before Mauricio Suleiman said it, it was TEOFIMO. He beat the man who beat the man who beat the man. And regardless of any belts or all belts, TEOFIMO beat the best man in the division. And so that'll be TEOFIMO with his WBC franchise belt. Regardless. But all the capping really has happened from way back in the fall, man. And I gotta issue the way the Haneys have been rolling since the fall.
Cook.
All right, this is where and nobody wants to talk about it. So when the Haneys had an opportunity to fight Lomachenko, nobody talks about that. Yeah, they did have an opportunity, and all they want to say is that Loma ducked him and went for the franchise belt. No, the Haneys outpriced themselves. So what did Lomachenko do? He said, you know what? Then forget it. I am gonna petition to get this franchise belt so I can fight I could fight TEOFIMO. The Haneys had no problem the very next day getting that email saying, oh, well, we're gonna elevate you to be the WBC regular champion. They didn't bitch about it. They didn't say nothing. Now, when TEOFIMO also won that belt against Lomachenko, the Haneys had an opportunity to petition to fight TEOFIMO through the IBF before he had to fight his mandatory, which was on February 5th is when they declared it. So they had November, December, and January to request and petition the IBF so they could fight Teofimo. Did they do that? No, they did not. What were they doing at that time? They were playing bullshit games with Gary Russell Jr., pretending that they want to fight him, when all along they wanted to fight, legendary champion but old over the hill Gamboa with coming from a busted Achilles heel leg. Now nobody said anything about that. That was his first title defense against an old ranked 29th fighter. Now when has Teofimo fought anybody that low in caliber? How long has it been? 2, 3 years? Now
Yeah,
in the meantime, while they could have petitioned a fight, they fought Gamboa. Now Teofimo has the guy Cambroso said, I want to fight you, and he's not going to give it up. Now to submit for an exemption, if the Haneys wanted to fight Teofimo, it's like $25,000 just to ask permission to see if it could be done. If they were serious about it, they could have gone and cut that check. Here, Teo, here's the money, so you could ask for the exemption. Let's see if we can make this happen. Because they want to fight him, right? They didn't do it. They didn't do it. Now,
hey, let's get to Punch. Punch, are you in the building?
Yeah.
So HLD says that there was a situation that he educated everyone that after the tournament, everybody got told they're not going to get a Lomachenko fight. And what happened is Lomachenko got elevated, and what happened, Teofimo Sr., he recognized that the only way he could get the fight is if he chases it the hard way and go through IBF. But the Haneys, they stayed at the position they were at. Is that correct, Punch?
Yeah, they stay in the WBC lane.
Right. So the actual Lopez's actually had to go through another route, and they had to fight Nakatani Komi to get Lomachenko to be interested in the title that they had.
Correct.
So it just seems to me that where Teofimo Lopez done all that hard work, and he listened to the rules, and he went by the rules, and he got himself that fight with Lomachenko, Haney wants all the credit. But the truth is the Haneys knew in the business. They know the business model. They knew they were where they were at. And they knew after Abdullayev, at the end of the day, they were only going to be in a position to be an interim champion. Is that correct? And then the coronavirus happened. And then after the coronavirus happened, Haney didn't get the fight that he was going to get. And he petitioned, and they gave him the WBC title. Is that what happened?
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, look, far as I'm concerned, right? Like everybody wants to know that why is the Haneys now downplaying what Teofimo's done? I mean, you want to fight.
They're not downplaying. They're not downplaying what Teofimo Lopez done. They want to downplay what Mauricio Sulaiman has done, but they don't want to question Mauricio Sulaiman. That's what it is. It's not about Teo. It's about the petition that the WBC have accepted from promoters. That's it. And if you ain't gonna say nothing about the WBC and Mauricio Sulaiman, then you have accepted your position. Just like you have accepted Mauricio Sulaiman and the board saying that's the supreme belt. And Teofimo Lopez is undisputed. I know it hurts. I know it hurts for other people. And do we like it? I don't like it. I mean, I don't like that the franchise came through fruition, but it happens. Now I got to go by the house rules. I got to accept it, whether I like it or not.
I'm just going to say this while you're cooking. I want to give the brother opportunity, Bill Haney. I'm going to send him the link. If he wants to come, he's more than welcome to come. But he did say to me that they're really working hard on the Linares fight. So if he doesn't come, he doesn't come. But at the same time, I want to give him his opportunity, Punch. You know what I mean?
Always have the, of course, he's boxing personnel.
Yeah, give me 1 minute. I'll be back. But can you please cook, bro?
So, what's up, H?
What's going on, Punch? Hey, no drinking at the park, man. All right,
man. I mean, to be honest, I don't know. I don't know how people still like like even in the chat, like with all the information that is out there, like this, all this stuff could be behind closed doors and we don't know nothing. But everything that's said is like in our faces.
It is. Punch. So what was the real reason Lomachenko had to petition for a franchise belt?
I don't know. Lomachenko never petitioned. What's the real reason? The Bob Arum, the promoters petition for the belt. I don't know, to fight
Teo.
I guess.
Did they have the opportunity to fight the Haneys, the Lomachenko team?
Yeah.
My understanding is they outpriced themselves. The Haneys.
Okay.
That's what I get from underneath the table behind the curtains. And that's the reason why, well, then forget it. We'll fight TEOFIMO. Well, that's for the franchise belt.
Or maybe not or maybe were they ready to fight Lomachenko? That's the question.
Or right, I mean, look, I'm trying to be give him the benefit of the doubt, right? But yeah, I feel that he's not ready. He's not ready now. That's my opinion.
Maybe.
And what were they doing at that time? They were playing around games with Gary Russell, bullshit contracts that's not real, and when they all along wanted to fight as the first title defense Gamboa. You know, so and nobody wants to see these things. Nobody wants to say nothing about it. They just want to listen to what they've been fed, and they're not able to be a free thinker and see, oh, did this happen? Did that happen? And change their minds with it. One thing that's funny is that when I asked Bill Haney, about if Linares was, I already knew the answer, but I wanted, if Linares was a mandatory, he said that he was an exemption.
Hey, I'm back, HOD. Basically, I don't know what's going on with I'm trying to move on to a link to link. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Bill, you're more than welcome anytime you want. But I just want to keep it real and objectively. I am following Devin Haney. I want to support Devin Haney as well. I don't care what anyone says. But I'm not going to sit here and stalk no bullshit anymore. If Devin Haney needs to be moved like a prospect and he needs to build his legacy, we need to support him. You know what I mean?
Just call it what it is. That'll be okay. I'm okay with that. But just call it what it is.
What people don't understand about this situation. That's what people say it in the chat. Maybe there's a question for the chat. What don't you understand about this situation that wasn't privy to you, with interviews and different channels where where the boss, where the president of the WBC, what don't you get? What don't you get?
But right now, they don't understand the logistics of, like, some people say that TEOFIMO needs to bring the fight to Devin.
So you're trying to say that people don't understand logical? They're not logical. They're brain dead.
Like you can see the chat. Some people say TEOFIMO's a franchise champion. He needs to bring the fight to Devin Haney.
No, and technically no, because he don't gotta. If he already's in the promised land, he's just gonna be looking at the undisputed May 22nd, Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez. He's looking forward, bro. He's looking forward. People want him to look backwards, bro. And that's what it is. I would love to see Haney and Teo. But technically, let's forget about names. Forget about Haney. Forget about just look at where they at. Like if it was just fighter to fighter. And what this person have accomplished and what this person have accomplished. And this is why people laugh, but I always bring up the welterweight division with Abdul Kokorov. What's so different about Abdul Kokorov and Devin Haney? Take out. I'm talking about like accomplishment wise. I'm talking about where they was at.
Look at these idiots, Punch. I'm trying to let in some channels, and they're acting like fucking idiots.
It's all good. You're gonna get the trolls for a little while.
Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. HOD. I'm gonna send one more link out there. We got all the motherfucking haters out there cooking every day. Oh, this is how it works. This is how it works. I'm gonna put a challenge to all those fake fucking channels, all these ABC pussy ass boys. I'm gonna send a link. If you think we ain't talking the 100% the truth, well, come and tell us where we're fucking wrong.
Let me
They're all
ask you,
scared. They're all fucking scared like bitches.
Yo, what channel have you seen?
Let me send the link, Punch. Go ahead.
What channel have y'all seen anybody say Earl Spence supposed to fight Abdul Kokorov? Now, come on, man. He's been in mandatory position since March 2019. Why ain't nobody fighting for it? Why ain't nobody screaming for that fight? Like, why? Why, Rapstar? Why nobody screaming for that fight? I mean, yo, even with the Dillian White, they said, yo, he's been in position for some 1,000 days. Why nobody saying Abdul Kokorov IBF mandatory precision since March 2019? Why ain't nobody talking about that? Why ain't nobody stressing that fight?
Because everybody wants the Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence fight.
Oh, so it's like F the mandatory, right?
Yeah.
It's F him.
Yeah.
That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
But hey, he beat Luis Collazo. He beat, just like Haney have beaten an old guy like Gamboa. So what is this pressure? We have to see this fight. I want to see the fight because I know Haney. But what about if people, they don't know Haney? How about people that go to Australia and be like, they know Kambosos, but they don't know Haney. And over here, we don't know Kambosos, but over there, you know what I'm saying? Vice versa. So when people say this is the biggest fight because we know Devin Haney. But that doesn't mean everybody know Devin Haney. That doesn't mean everybody considered it a big fight.
Yeah.
You had a guy right there. You lightened up his chat. He said that I want to say that Teofimo ducked the tournament and went to the IBF one. Hey Punch, who did Teofimo have to fight in that IBF tournament?
Nakatani, then Richard Coleman.
Oh my God.
Then Lomachenko back to back. Like, people hated or love it. This is his real test. This is Devin Haney's real test. Am I happy that even Chris Copeland is fighting Gamboa? Not really, no. No,
Yeah, but
this
say
is
Chris Colbert knocks out Gamboa.
damn. I mean, I hope so. But you know what? I know how many knockouts does Chris Copeland have? 6 in his career. So I know for sure he ain't a knockout artist.
So do you agree with this guy from South Africa, Punch? He's got his own boxing gym as well, you know, Gab and Chili Recipes. He says, the way I see it, Teofimo has much bigger things in store. And Devin Haney, if he wants to be, you know, in a legacy fight, would you agree that Devin Haney needs Teofimo much more than Teofimo needs Devin Haney right now?
That's the facts.
That's the facts, right?
That's the facts. Like, it's funny when somebody is moving up, right? Like, people be like, well, Canelo Alvarez, you know, for certain fighters, you want them to stay down or move down. But when somebody's trying to strive, what they say when somebody's moving up? Dare to be great. Teofimo Lopez talking to John. I want to Charles Taylor, Jose Ramirez for the undisputed. I want to go back to back undisputed. As boxer fans, we like, oh, yo, this guy is gutsy. He really wants to be great. He really wants the toughest challenge. Oh, no. But when it comes to Teo, no. He got to fight Devin Haney now. He got to fight Devin Haney. Who's a tougher fight, Josh Taylor or Devin Haney?
Josh Taylor.
Jose Ramirez or Devin Haney?
Ramirez is a tougher.
So what the fuck people talking? He got to fight Devin Haney. He can't. Also, dare to be great. Don't count. You don't want him. You know why they don't want to dare him to be great? Because they don't want him to be great.
Now we're coming to where it's really going, huh? At the end of the day, it just seems like it's just. Look, man, I think everybody realizes, that it's so easy to understand what really is going on. You know that we can understand what's going on.
It's selective. It's selective. That's what it is. It's just selective.
Punch, I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to call Devin Haney a duck because he's also moving in the way that he needs to move. Does that make sense? If Devin Haney was my younger brother, I would protect him. I want him to fight the way he needs to fight right now. Does that make sense, Punch?
Yeah. I mean, if you believe in him. If you believe in them,
It makes
I don't
total
know.
sense. What gets him in trouble is then the yapping that goes on. Because, yeah, I mean, I think Linares is a good fight for him. But since he's got the belt, right? That means you got to have the cojones now to be the man, right? So why is back-to-back you're fighting cherry pickers to defend your title?
Yeah.
They
I mean,
said the franchise don't need to fight mandatories. What the regular WBC title holder don't need to fight mandatories right now?
No, that's what I was saying the other night when I was asking. I'm like, oh, the benefits of having the regular WBC because we got, the perks are we got mandatories. But then back-to-back fights, you have ducked your mandatories.
So
And you know, HOD, you can't say nothing about the actual person who's made the rules. That's their rules. They own the rules. You have to work by the rules. And
so
go ahead.
So as a franchise, so they say, so as a franchise, he the one that needs to ask for the fight because the WBC got no power. But yet they know how to petition for Jorge Linares, which is not no mandatory position, but they have the power to do so. But
He's an exemption.
so they have the power to do so Haneys have and Eddie Hearn has the power to petition for Jorge Linares, knowing they are not in position, more in position than Ryan Garcia and Javier Fortuna, but they're petitioning to get that fight. But they can't petition to fight Teofimo Lopez. But the WBC, you're the champion, baby. You're supposed to have the power. And not only that you're the WBC champion, you also a self-promoter where you could go directly with your name and your promotion license and say, I want this fight right now. Let me petition for this fight. And not only that, they the money-making guys. They the one that says they make the most money. So they got the most money. They got the WBC. They're the self-promoter. Why is it so hard to get this Teofimo Lopez fight? Why is it so hard to get the Lomachenko fight?
Hey, I got 3-4 people in the building. I don't know who IDEC is. Let's get to IDEC. Who are you, bro? Oh, here we go again. At least they can't be seeing the pussies. That's probably Kaka TV's fucking girlfriend. Carry on. Hey, Edwin, what's going on, bro?
Yo, boys, you guys are the best, man. Hey, I even petitioned for you, Punch Run. I told Ness when he goes solo bolo to call you up. So hopefully hear you on the boxing voice. But anyways, my question is, and then I'll get off because you guys are really cooking. If he undisputes at 140, where do you put him
Whose
on the
kids?
chase?
Is that your kids, Edwin? Is that your kids?
Yeah, man. Yeah, she's
okay. Hey, listen, I love the way that your kids sound, man. I mean, the people are laughing. They think that we're getting trolled.
Nah, she's a little happy with it.
God bless.
God bless, man.
God bless you guys too, man. And my question is, he's going for the how much does he need to surpass Mayweather and all those greats if he undisputes at 140? Because he's the first one to do it ever. And that's my question. And you guys could cook after that. And thanks, man, for your hard work, man. And man, hey, Rapstar, you're getting it hard from Bill Haney and TEOFIMO, but you stood your ground, buddy. So
I mean, Terrence Crawford was undisputed at 140. I think Mayweather never was undisputed, and he justified by saying, well, 3 belts is the real undisputed, having 3 belts. So if it's funny, they say, well, you heard what Flo Mayweather said that other time, in the buildup of Gervonta Tank Davis and Leo Santa Cruz, he was talking about belts. But why don't you go a couple of years ago when he was talking about that the real undisputed is to have 3 major world champions, 3 world titles? Why they don't say that? So that means that Teofimo Lopez is still undisputed. This is why you gotta watch your words and stuff like that, because you can't reference Floyd Mayweather for saying something about belts being watered down, but then in another interview, Floyd Mayweather says that a real undisputed is the guy that holds 3 major world titles. So reference Floyd Mayweather him on that too, right?
Yeah, but what have you got to say about all those people that saw the biggest fight in the world? And you got Cambosis, you got people even at Floyd Mayweather.
They was eating onions, bro. They was eating onions, bro. They act like they ain't see it. They act like they ain't see it. That's what it is. They act like they ain't see it. Too bad, bro. Why you? I don't understand why people so. I mean, like if you're a boxing fan, you always want to see the best fighting the best. right? The best fighting the best. Lomachenko is accomplished in the professional level and in you know, as an Olympian, amateur. He was ready to go into the Hall of Fame even without a professional career.
Yeah. You know what's crazy to me, to be honest, you guys, you know how we like, not me, in general, but you know how they hate on Canelo resume, he didn't fight this guy, and they hate on Mayweather also. You know, they say, oh, he cherry picked, and we have a guy that is actually doing it the right way, and fighting the old school way, and really taking it over, and we're brutally criticizing him, and it's crazy to me. He's giving us the 80s and 2000s together, and we're criticizing because he don't fight Devin because he's not going down. Like,
And-
that's crazy to me, man.
And then put it this way, because it goes even further than this, right? So a lot of people want to criticize Lomachenko because they think he didn't fight his mandatory, which was never Devin Haney. But let's say Devin Haney was the official mandatory to Lomachenko. Yo, he ain't face his mandatory. He ain't face his mandatory. Hey, what is Teofimo Lopez doing right now?
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what is Haney doing in the
So
last?
not only he's going back to back, he's fighting his mandatory, but his mandatory position in the IBF and the WBO. Because Kambosos is WBO ranked #1, IBF mandatory. It was no way
Bro, I
that
don't wanna make a statement because I just want to say this, yeah?
What I'm saying,
Let me just
hold on.
finish with this. I know I got a lot of Latino brothers and I don't want to upset anyone. But Kambosos Jr. right now has better momentum. And he's a better fighter right now at this moment than Jorge Linares. His rankings are better.
Absolutely.
There is no look, and people be like, "Who's Kambosos?" Yeah, he's mandatory to IBF. Yes, he's #1 in WBO. So if you respect it, if you respect the Haneys position back then respect Kambosos' position right now. Feel me? Boom. So think about it. Whoever was holding other straps, they can't get away from Kambosos. Because you're not going to be mandated in the Super WBA, and you're not going to be mandated as franchise WBC, but you will be mandated by the WBO and the IBF. There was no running away from George Kambosos. So Teofimo Lopez has fought back-to-back champions and now fighting his mandatory in Kambosos and getting more money than the fights that he fought to get there. That's his prize. This is why he getting money. This is why Triller came out of nowhere and respected the value of Teofimo Lopez. And not just respected the value of Teofimo Lopez, he earned his money the hard way. Not the easy way, the hard way.
And after all those, right, brother? After all those fights, all those great, he hasn't gave us a taxi cab yet. That's what's crazy. He hasn't given us a taxi cab fighter or the tomato can. You know what I'm saying? Like, he hasn't given us that yet, and we're still complaining, bro.
The hate comes out. I mean, one thing the other night, Rapstar did say, boxing's a dirty business, and I see it even right here. I mean, Linares became an exemption. That's an exemption fighter because they didn't want to fight Fortuna. Then WBC
mandatory.
Yeah,
Fortuna.
And let me just keep this real. Let me just finish this. HOD. I'm done after today. What's the date today out there, bro? What's the date right now? One fucking. After today,
16th.
After the 16th of May.
Yo,
I
King.
never want to fucking my channel that Teofimo ever is ducking anybody.
But this is the
Teofimo Lopez or any boxer is not ducking nobody. The business logistics of the boxing is not going to present the fight to Teofimo Lopez. That's what's happening.
So let's say Rapstar, you've been live 2 hours, 20-something minutes, been tuning in, and there's a guy, let's say in the chat, I see a guy, King David, with all the gems and all the facts and all the rules. A person like that, he just doesn't get it. His brain doesn't allow him to learn. His brain doesn't let him, it doesn't let him expand his mind. It can't take in good data. You feel me? It's like his gigabytes is stuck. You know when in your phone when it's all full and you can't take a picture no more, And it needs for you to delete. For you to understand King David, you need to delete the garbage that you have in your psyche so you could get this type of knowledge and real shit and true shit. But unless if you subtract the gigabytes that the garbage gigabytes that you don't need, you know, the gigabytes, the little dick, the little dick pics that you may be sending the other guy, and if you delete that, you will get the real shit, so you can expand your mind. Erase. You gotta delete.
Nah, they don't want to learn. They don't want to learn. They're on one path of what they want to do, how they want to think.
Hey, we got a lot of people just come in the building. We got the Let the Bill Ring boxing. We got Jeff Lucita. We got ABE. We've got Guna Season coming out of England. We got Dimitar Todd. How do you fucking announce fucking his surname, bro? I try and stay away from it. Dimitar Todd of Ross. Fucking, I'm bad at reading, bro. I don't even know how to fucking pronounce his surname. But look, my thing is this: while the people which are coming in the building, we got Alex in the building. At the end of the day, the logistics of the business, HOD, doesn't seem like Teofimo Lopez is going to get that fight with Haney. Because look, Teofimo Lopez has given me a message. He sent a message to Punch, and he said, this fight, we want the fight. But he's saying, we got problem with our promoters right now.
Absolutely.
HOD, you know that Lopez is actually the one who's getting stepped on. He's not got the power like Devin Haney. You know, Devin Haney has the power. Lopez, unfortunately, is not got the power. What have you got to say about that, HOD?
Well, it's a fact. I mean, that's what I was mentioning the other night, that Devin Haney needs to have like a performance of a lifetime against Linares. Like, it has to be like total domination to outshine, hopefully, the winner of Lomachenko Nakatani. Because if Lomachenko, let's say he stops Nakatani, what if he knocks him out? Just hypothetically. Lomachenko is going to be in the run for the rematch. And Bob Arum, who is the promoter for Teo, is going to want to make that fight. And that's what's going to probably happen if that's the way it goes down. So that's why, yeah, there's a lot of logistics, like you say, that Teofimo's not in control totally of his destiny as far as who he gets to fight next, because he has his promoter who kind of runs that side of the business.
But we still got dumb fans. We still got fucking dumb fans coming into the building. We got these dumb fans like King David. No need to fill my mind up with propaganda. What the fuck are you talking about, King David? Are you not reading the rules? Are you just a fucking emotional, fucking sentimental fan that you don't want to motherfucking know the rules? Go to those fake fucking channels and get the fuck out of it.
Nah, he just keep him there. Let him learn. You understand? If he needs to learn, he's been here for an hour or so. So he wants to take it, but it's almost like it's an ego thing. You can't. It's almost like if you learn a new thing, you know, and you know that you've been misled. He's embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? He's embarrassed that how did I allow myself to grasp all the bullshit of these other channels, what they have been telling me. That's what it is. So he's just embarrassed. He don't want to let you know or us know on the panel that he knows that, damn, it's true what y'all was saying. Damn, yo. Damn. He don't, so it's all ego. You feel me?
I already know who he follows, Lovely, because you can see it in his last comment. We know where he gets that from.
Yeah, we know that. Yeah, we know exactly where he goes.
Like sheep out here, bro. These guys are like sheep. They're being left to slaughter. They forgot we eat lamb out here, bro. We cook lamb.
We know their residency.
We cook lamb with curry, bro. Okay, you understand?
I've just sent King David a fucking link. He's been here for hours. Either he's a bitch David, or he really is a King David. Here's your link, motherfucker.
Come on, drag queen David, join in.
Don't be a sheep and don't be afraid, because you're gonna cook like some lamb curry chops.
You made a very good open. Look, let me say this, HOD. Punch made a very good fucking statement. He said, Rapstar, don't think they're not uneducated. They don't want to know the truth. Did you hear what I said, HOD?
Absolutely, because it's, you know, like I said, there's a difference between wanting to love the sport and then becoming a fan of someone. Like I remember it was like a few months ago. I told Teofimo on Punch's thing, and I said, look, man, I'm following hardcore because you're doing this, the hard way, the right way. You're going against the best, hardest challenges, and you did it. But I told him to say the day that he dares to go and pick up a Gamboa for his like a next fight, I'm jumping off the bandwagon because that's not what I want in the champion that I want to be a fan of. I'm a fan of his because he's doing it the right way. And the moment he goes and picks up a Gamboa, instead of going fighting the next best competition out there, then I'm out. The same medicine goes for anyone, you know. But yes,
And
I am a
listen,
fan of
HOD.
Teofimo because of what he's done in his accomplishments.
But HOD, can you hear me, bro?
Yes, sir.
I'm saying, think about this. What Punch said earlier. When they gave us Chocolito versus Estrada, we're fucking excited as fuck.
Hell yeah.
Right? You got to respect the franchise for what they're doing there, HOD. You know what I mean? They're giving you the biggest fight, so you can't just totally downplay them, bro. The other thing you got to remember, they gave us Lomachenko versus Teofimo in the pandemic.
Right.
For free.
You got to
for
respect
free.
that fight. How many millions watched that fight?
4.2.
4.2.
4.2 million people watched
in the States alone.
fight.
In the States. No, put it. You know what? Yo, this is the truth. People like to be lied to. You know, the lie is sexy sometimes. I get it. You know, the lie is sexy sometimes. You know, when you do something wrong, right? But you know that, you know that is, you know, when you do something wrong, you know that is wrong. But you know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but you know, you act.
You know, when you probably you in a relationship, you cheat on your girl. Yeah, it feels good. Yo, she looking good. You gonna get that booty, right? But you know it's wrong to cheat on your girl. You know, we love to drink, but you know it's not good for the body. Feel me? You know, there's certain things in life under that. There's certain things that you do, but you know it's wrong, but you still. So it's almost the same thing. You don't want to know the truth. You don't want to say that Teofimo Lopez is the undisputed. He's the man. He's the man. He's the top dog. Pause. You don't want to say it because it hurts your feeling, but you know the truth.
Yeah. And
You know
stop
the
making
truth.
fake. I don't want to know about the fake allegations against Teo and the WBC. They're all fake now. It's all fake. I'm going to expose the truth. We've already exposed the truth. We've had hundreds of our fans coming here today and our subscribers saying we know the truth. And it's thanks to Punch Drunk Boxing as well. I've got to salute you, Punch, for the way that you broke it down and made it simple and not made it complicated, that even the casual fan can understand it. It can understand it. Listen, Punch, my 11-year-old son, he understands everything now.
He even body bagged Bill Haney on that morning for us too, to just explain the truth. That was awesome.
I mean,
Yeah,
look,
it's that's what it is. They know the truth. Everybody
let me
knows.
tell you
They know the
let me tell you
truth.
something, Punch. I'm just going to say this. Whatever Punch Drunk Boxing's doing in America, because I'm not in America, they're blocking him. Because you know the way he's speaking the truth? It's going to hurt him in media. And I'm telling you why. Because Bill Haney and all these people are powerful people, very powerful. If tomorrow Punch wants to do more, you know, people will try to use jealousy tactics because Punch is using the truth. People in boxing don't want people like Punch and Rapstar in there. I'll tell you why. Because we're not yes men and we don't dick ride. So people are going to make it tougher for us to be in the part of boxing. But that's the risk we take, right, Punch? For the integrity of what we're doing.
That's the risk. That's what sometimes there goes my media credentials for this event.
Hey,
And I'm not going to lie, I'm just going to keep it real. Punch is not even getting
Rapstar.
media credentials. Wait, Punch was not even getting media credentials for Devin Haney against Jorge Linares. That's getting blocked. I'm just going to keep it real. They're blocking Punch to get into that fight. But it's all right. It's okay. We have to live by our integrity, and hopefully later people understand that we're not
No
trying to
way,
take the
Punch. Is that
shortcut.
real?
We're not trying to take a shortcut here. We're working the hard way round like Teofimo Lopez did.
Damn it, I'm not being accepted.
Punch. Are you serious? Is that real?
Hey man, hey, I'm just a good guy. I'm just trying to report the
Holy
sport of boxing.
shit.
I'm just trying to report the sport of boxing. You know, I don't want to end up like what's his name, Ellie, and get kicked out by Tyson Fury. You know, so I might as well. I'll stay out the building and just do what I gotta do.
Holy shit, bro. That's that is laughable. That's like proof in the pudding, man. Holy shit. I wouldn't have believed that in a million years, man.
Hey, look, man, it might be a risk, but punchers just got to put extra hours in. I've got to work hard, and I'm just gonna say this: there's 1-2 questions that we might still not have the answers, HLD, but we're working really hard behind the scenes to get those last answers for everybody. And I promise you this: we will get the last 1 or 2 answers because we don't stop breaking doors down, HLD.
Let me just say this, if I may. Let me
Go
just
ahead,
say
bro.
this. A real boss is not going to conduct themselves like they're scared to lose all the money they've ever made because they feel like this is my last chance. A real boss could lose everything and build a new empire from scratch, bro. Once you've reached a certain level, you can get back to that certain level. But these guys are so afraid to fall off that they're not willing to risk anything in their lives. So they're not real
But
kings.
Devin Haney does need to take a risk
Faking
one day,
their
bro.
visa.
Great point. Great point.
Great points.
You know why?
Great point.
Because what does bosses do that others ain't willing to do?
Challenge themselves.
Take
What
them
do
risks,
people
man. You gotta have
exactly?
big
What do
balls,
people
man.
in Wall Street do each and every day? They take that
Take
risk. High risk, high reward. Low risk, low reward. If you want to invest in mutual funds, that's a safe. It's safe. You know?
This I
But
do know. For Haney, if Haney gets the same type of Linares that fought Gesta or Luke Campbell, he's in for a long night. He is in for a real long night. It all depends on which Linares comes in. And
look,
let's see if he's gonna be ready for that.
I got Haney beating Linares, 12-round decision, 116-112. That's the way I got it. I'm not going above and beyond and say he's going to knock him out. But if he does, that will be wonders. If he knocks him out, spectacular. Make it go viral. See, that's the difference between Gervonta Tank, David Leo, Santa Cruz. Difference between what Tio. Hey, when Devin Haney knocked out the dude like 2-3 fights ago, when people were saying that might be the knockout of the year, the same year that Deontay Wilder knocked out Dominique Brazil, that's something he has to do. But if he does it with a name, if he does what Joshua Buansi did yesterday, if he does that, I'm gonna tell you like this: the whole world will be like Devin Haney and Tio. The whole world.
Oh yeah, it's gonna make a big difference.
Hey Punch. Let me just ask you this question right now. Did Lomachenko knock out Rigondeaux?
He made him quit.
Yeah, made him quit.
I quit. Like Jeffrey in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I quit when he thought he won the lotto.
Hey, you guys don't think that fighting with training with different trainers is gonna hurt him? I have it 7-5.
Edwin, before we get to that, Lomachenko made many people quit. He made fucking Nicholas Waters quit. Nicholas Waters was that fighter which was unbeaten, and Nicholas Waters said himself he doesn't want to be in boxing anymore because of the way he got embarrassed by Lomachenko.
He was a killer. Lomachenko made Linares quit with a body shot.
Fact.
Yeah.
Let's not forget he also beat Gary Russell Jr.
In his third fight. In his fucking third fight, he beat fucking... And you know, people say, oh, Gary got drained out. That's because of Gary's fault. That's Gary's fault he got fucking drained out, bro. Lomachenko fucking drained Gary Russell out. You know what I mean? These people hate Lomachenko because he beat their fucking fighters.
They hate Lomachenko because he's white. Ain't no sugarcoating around here, man. Because they see him as a white guy that's getting a lot of attention. That's all, man. There's no sugarcoat around here. Know what the fuck it is.
Punch, man. Racism doesn't exist, bro. What are you talking about?
It's true.
I'm
sorry. No, it's true. My fault.
But if Devin Haney can't knock out Jorge Linares, can he at least make him quit? Or are we going to have to sit through 12 rounds, and are we going to have to start adding up our scorecards to try to figure out who won? Because it's not
Sorry
enough blood on the
big guys.
If it becomes a Gamboa fight, where it is a long winded fight like that,
Mm.
yeah, it's you know, his career is gonna go totally the opposite way.
Yeah, but the problem that I've got, yeah, is
We got a mutual opponent with Lomachenko and Linares. So Devin Haney, bro, like it's time for you to shine, bro. You're gonna have to beat Linares
And old
worse than
Linares.
Lomachenko beat him, bro. You're gonna have to
okay.
do better
Let's
than
predict
that.
the future. I'm gonna start with you, HOD. Let's just predict the future. We know the business. We know what's going on. Let's say if Devin Haney beats Linares, who do you think Devin Haney's gonna fight next in the real world? Let's talk about the real world. HOD, who do you think if Devin Haney beats Linares? What fight do you think is going to be the next fight for Haney? Because Haney hasn't had a mandatory fight for over 2 years.
It's going to be one of his mandatories. I think it has to be one of his mandatories.
Is it going to be Javier Fortuna, or is it going to be Ryan, or is it going to be Tank, or is it going to be
no?
Who do you think it's going to be?
It's going to be between whoever is looking the weakest for that time, which would be either Garcia or Fortuna. Whoever they see is that they can beat. So it depends how Fortuna puts out in his next fight, and whoever. And if I guess the rumors are that this is what I was saying about how dirty the business is now. Now that Ryan Garcia pulled out of the Fortuna fight, he might fight Rolly, is what the rumors are out there now, and so it depends who looks like
Okay.
B-side.
Well, you gave me a few
B-side.
opponents. You gave us a few opponents to think about. And on that note, we got Major Key Boxing. I don't know where the fuck he's been hiding. How you doing, Major Key?
Man, I haven't been hiding. I've been talking to family, man. It's Sunday. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, my brother. So
He's
you
been
just
in
came
church
the
all
middle?
day.
Have you been listening to what's
yeah,
going on?
I've been in the temple, maybe the temple, you know, within myself. But yes, God bless to everybody here. But no, one question I wanted to throw off here. So we were talking about common opponents and shit like that, right? So we're looking at we're focused on, you know, obviously Devin Haney and TEOFIMO, but look, let's say Devin Haney does go through Linares this fight, right? Let's say Gervonta Davis goes through Barrios, right? And then Chris Colbert is lined up to fight Gamboa. What happens if he destroys Gamboa earlier than Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney? Does it put him in the mix now?
Not really, because it would be almost expected that he would do that against Gamboa.
Yeah, but
He's 40 years old now,
supposed to be the Haneys were also saying that he was Devin Haney was supposed to knock him out, and then afterwards they said no, don't worry about it. It was a masterclass, and Gervonta Davis kind of struggled until the last few rounds where he knocked him out. So why wouldn't it be?
Because it's not impressive at all.
These guys are fighting for sixth place, man. They're becoming the sixth man, bro. They're coming off the bench.
Yeah, it wasn't impressive with the whole thing. Is what I'm saying is that we're trying to take the same narrative that they were pushing to begin with. So with Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney, right? They were supposedly supposed to be dominant over some great guy in Gamboa, and we all knew that he was already over the hill, but yet they still try to steal that thunder. Right, so if Chris Colbert does it and does it in a better fashion, doesn't that bring him into the mix as well? That should bring him into the mix.
Yeah, it should.
Might.
It should.
It might.
I like that point.
It's Gamboa. That's the problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we see it like that, but yet nobody else can duck him because they were the same ones saying that he was still relevant, right? That he was still a tough opponent. He's still experienced. He's still an ex-world champion that gives anybody a great fight. That's what they were saying.
Yeah, that's a
less
lot.
than a year ago.
He was pound for pound in their eyes.
Right, exactly. But that was less than a year ago, right? So why wouldn't it be the same thing?
Yo, you know, when you gotta promote your opponent, that's when you know it's not a 50. It's not a good fight. When you need to promote your opponent, that's when you know. That's when you know it's easy. Because it's like what Earl was like. Nah, but Mikey Garcia, he pound for pound and he's undefeated. Yeah, because we all know you're gonna beat the shit out of him. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah. When you need to promote your own opponent.
Devin Haney needs to decide.
Big Gamboa. I'm gonna say it like this. This how Gamboa knew it was that this was his last fight. That this was a retired fight. Did Gamboa do one interview leading up to that fight?
No.
You know why? Because he knew yeah, probably his family didn't even know that he was gonna be fighting that Saturday. He was just gonna tell his wife, "I just got into a fight in the club," and shit like that. That's why. Have you ever seen anybody more happy? Have you ever seen anybody more happy after the fight? Like, oh shit, I got more fights left. Yo, I ain't know. I thought this was the end for me. You know.
What I'm saying is, what's good for the goose is what's good for the gander. You know what I'm saying? And so if Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis can go ahead and say that was, those were great wins for their resume and for their history, right? Then Chris Colbert could say the same shit and put his same name in the hat just because of it. You see what I'm saying? So this may backfire on them.
That would be up to his promoters to do that. Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying.
He's got a point. If Chris Colbert as a 130-pounder puts, a masterpiece on, Gamboa, Devin Haney never stopped him.
Yo, if Chris Colbert stops Gamboa, shit.
Well, this is how funny it's gonna be. If Haney does not stop Linares, knock him out. That'll be back-to-back fighters that he's fought that were not mandatories, that his contemporaries knocked out. You see? So that means Gamboa got knocked out by Tank Davis, and Linares got stopped by Lomachenko. And if he's not able to stop neither one of these guys, what's that gonna be saying about him?
It is what it is, bro. It is what it is, bro. You are who your record says you are, and he's gonna have to take a hard.
Hey, we got D Calico in the building. What up, D Calico? All the way down there from America. What you saying, bro?
Yo,
you better stay at 135.
What's going on, brother?
Hey, let me just ask you this, D Calico. So we found out the business of the boxing model. We understand the structure of boxing. Some of us have the education. We understand how the logistics work. Devin Haney and TEOFIMO is not going to happen. The fight's going to be debunked. What do you feel about that, D Calico?
Hold on. You were talking about the business and the logistics. What you talking about? Haney and Teo?
Yeah, Haney and Teo is not going to work. They're not able to put that fight together. Haney's going to go and chase his own dream, and TEOFIMO Lopez, as you know, he's already in the dream.
Yeah. Like I say, Teo basically like just he playing tag. Like he the one everybody want to get. So he just running.
Running from where?
He want to get money. He's never made money. So a basic fight will get you money. So he wants some basic fights. He wants to get some money, get a reputation. He wants to be a Canelo, which he'll never be. But he definitely, I don't blame him for trying to get some money, because if he gets beat up, right after winning that match, then he's a nobody again. He's not trying to impress you. He's trying to impress his bank account. You know what I mean? That same thing.
But what about Devin Haney?
How many fights
Okay, let me just make it even. Okay, let me just clean it out. What about Devin Haney? What about what Devin Haney is doing?
They all picking and choosing.
Okay, but you said that TEOFIMO is not giving the fights for the people. He's trying to make money.
I bet let me ask you this.
Let me ask you what the fuck is Devin Haney doing, bro? Because Devin Haney ain't fighting no legacy fights. At least TEOFIMO Lopez.
Time out. No, please, I can't let that go by. I cannot let that go by. I cannot let that go by.
This guy's disrespecting the sport.
TEOFIMO Lopez is not giving the fight to the people.
Man,
TEOFIMO Lopez versus Comey. TEOFIMO Lopez versus Lomachenko, and I've yet fought anybody, and he's not giving the fight to the people. What people are you talking about? Please tell me.
Man, hey, that man ain't gonna never fight nobody. He got the belts. He ready to run and play chicken. Man, what you talking about?
This guy's twisted in the head.
Here, no. What are the people you talking about that he's not fighting? What people? Please, I want to know.
Bro, you act like you done had this belt for 10 years, man. Go on there, go to hell with that. No,
don't act. No, don't run away from the question, buddy. Please, can you tell me what people you think is not that TEOFIMO Lopez not giving the fight to the people?
The man ain't even had a chance.
Who's the people?
He ain't had a chance to get nobody to fight. What you talking about? This is the only fight he ever
Punch. We
had.
gotta educate the guy. Is that what it is?
Who's the people? Who is the people? I just want to know. I want to know them.
No, we gotta educate them, bro.
You know, even Jesus Christ came down for the needy. I just want to do Jesus' work. That's all. Even Jesus Christ, he said in the Bible, he wants to come to the needy. I just want to go to the needy people, you know, because I could talk to the people that know better, you know, all day long, but we know better. So we got to talk to the needy to uplift our sport and preserve our sport. So can please direct me to the people, please?
Is he there? Is he gone? What happened?
Man, bro, that shit sounds so funny. I don't know what the fuck you saying.
All right, here we go. All right. Here. Let's hit the clear cachet on you real quick. Let's give you a little rundown.
Yeah,
TEOFIMO 16-0, and his last 2 fights, he's fought 3 top 10 contenders: Nakatani, champion Comey, and Lomachenko. That's in 16 fights. Now you're gonna go back to Haney. Who's he fought at 25-0? He has not fought yet. Not one top 10 contender.
Bro, that just
Teofimo's Teofimo's about to fight another top 10 contender because it's a mandatory. So that'll make it 4 fights in a row against 4 top 10 contenders. Worldwide top 10.
Do you know what that means? That means nobody is scared of him. What the fuck are you thinking about? Nobody's scared of him.
Oh, nobody's scared of him, but they are losing against him, huh?
Man, they want that smoke.
They are losing against them. Come on, man. Who's scared of a man who cannot knock out Gamboa?
Everybody wanted that smoke against Mayweather, but they all lost, right?
It make no sense, man. That's all. If you just want to be a fanatic, you're gonna be a fanatic no matter what. And it's no way of trying to change these.
Man,
these
your
folks,
boy
man.
getting it. He gonna get his ass whooped, man. This weekend, man. He ain't on that. I mean, hey, no. Matter of fact, when that next fight, he finna get his ass whooped. I promise you.
So
You got money on that? Is there easy money to be made on this?
Yeah, like it's Cambo. You saying Cambosos is gonna beat Teofimo?
Yeah, man.
Damn, I don't want to hear these bets, bro.
We'll cap it off because I bet there's a whole bunch of us on this panel.
But I promise you something, D Calico. I will promise you this: if you look at the education and you just listen to us carefully, you will be converted and you'll understand the business better. It's just like my subscriber over there, ABE. He goes, "Props, rap star, man. I never knew before." At least there's people willing to respect us and go and check it out. Why don't you just listen and go check out for yourself? And then come back and say, you know what, Punch, Rap, Major Key, HLD, I'm sorry, man. I was wrong. At least give us an opportunity to
So
give you
if
that, to give you a
Cambosis
credit.
knock his ass out, I want a win to fight.
Again, you're getting away from the
I
facts,
want
though,
all
D
y'all- I want
Calico.
all y'all to bow down, man. That's all I'm saying. Y'all gonna have to give me my respect. How about that? When Cambosis whip his ass.
Yeah, but I'm
Can you show the screen right quick? Can you scroll the screen right quick?
And yo, give Guido a wrench, bro, because I be getting confused. I be kicking him out, bro.
I can't see you, bro. I can't see. Take the picture out of the TO and the Devin Haney. I want to show.
Who?
Nah, he got that picture on the way. He got that Devin Haney and Tio on the way.
know why,
Put
right?
the panel.
The
Take that
universe
picture.
comes back at you, Punch, because you were blasphemous on this beautiful Sunday evening, talking about you were the second coming of Jesus, bro.
No. I ain't say the second. I said that I want to do Jesus work.
There you go. The whole panel is yours.
Okay, look at it. All right. This is the overall ranking, right? Let's say the ring, right? That's TEOFIMO, right? Boom. Who's that? That's Ryan. That's Lomachenko. You see Devin Haney. You see Comey. You see Campbell. You see Fortuna, Linares, Cambosas, Nakatani, and Gonzalez, right? How many of these fighters did Teofimo Lopez fought? So he's about to fight Cambosas. He fought Nakatani. He fought Comey. And he fought Lomachenko. So you tell me what fighter? Who's the people that said that Teofimo Lopez is not giving the fight that the people want to see?
Bro, Which
Oh
one
my.
of them? Which one of them gonna whoop Devin? You ain't naming nobody. They not,
Oh my God.
I don't care about them rankings. I don't give
No,
a
no,
damn.
I'm just going by your state. I want to go by your statement. Who are the people that you said that he's not fighting the fights that the people want to see?
No. I said he ain't finna do it. I said he's not finna do it. He finna get money. He's at the top right now. He just want to have some basic fights because every one of his fights is going to finally get him millions. He wants his bank account to be impressive.
You don't, all right, so you're saying that you don't want him to fight his mandatory, right?
Oh man, nope. How about that? Nope.
Do you want Lomachenko to fight Devin Haney?
I would love all of that. I don't
No. Before, do you want Lomachenko to fight Devin Haney?
Man, nobody was never scared of Lomachenko.
I'm just asking you the question. When
Gary Russell Jr. beat Lomachenko. How about that?
All right, got you can take me out of rap star. You can put everybody in the pedal. Don't give me the spotlight, you know.
Hey, Gary Russell Jr. got cheated. That man, he
oh my God.
He's the first person made him touch the canvas. To be honest with you, you know what I mean. But the refs act like it never happened. So that fucked the whole points up. That was a split decision.
I'm gonna say this. Look, so let me ask you this first question before I cook. Right? Do you feel like TEOFIMO is ducking Devin Haney?
Wisely so. Yes, he wants to stay on top as long as possible.
Right. I'm glad you said that. So now I'm gonna resort to cooking. Right.
Good.
So first and foremost, right? What Rapstar has been saying from the beginning of this public service announcement, right, is basically that he could have petitioned for that fight. TEOFIMO does not have WBC mandatories, and Devin Haney is WBC. As far as everybody else, yes, he has mandatories if he wants to keep those belts, but it's because they're different sanctioning bodies. If it's the WBC, TEOFIMO has to get a petition from whoever wants to fight him, and then he can go ahead and make that decision, right? And so it comes down to Devin Haney, and Bill Haney on the other channel the other day admitted that they never petitioned for that because in order to petition for it, they would lose the regular title. So therefore, it was not in their best interest, according to them, to go ahead and petition for it. So now you're defending something that not even Bill Haney can defend.
Bro, did you hear what you just said? Did you hear what you just said? It's my turn to cook. It's my turn to cook. If you just heard yourself.
Man, you microwaving right now.
Yeah,
bro,
for real.
Bro, watch this. Yeah,
Pop
that's what
tarts.
I say.
Yeah, cook something, man. Cook something, man. It tastes good, man. So put some adobo on that shit or something.
Hey, anyway,
oh, my brother.
Hey, bro, back to it. Like I say, if you were listening to yourself, you just said the man would have had to give up his belt in order just to petition and all this lame ass bullshit that nobody in the right mind would do. And anyways, I know y'all watch Sean Porter, and Sean Porter already stated about that bull crap about. I don't hear that. No, I don't get no coward now. It's my turn anyway. Sean Porter already said that bullshit about initiating your mandatory and all that bullshit. He said you don't even know if that's a such thing. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. There is no such thing. They just use these lingos for people like us to throw it around like, hey, he didn't even use his man. Man, nobody don't want to hear that bullshit.
That's for people like yourself who just believes everything you hear. You need to go into the IBF rules and learn the lingo, man.
Terminology. So you're acting like they're throwing out terminology. Every terminology that they use, every term that they use is something relevant. So just because you don't understand it doesn't mean that everybody else doesn't understand it. So maybe you should educate yourself and put yourself on our level.
Facts, Matrix. I wanted to say something, bro. You know, is Punch Drunk still here? Are you here, Punch Drunk?
Sean Porter's fucking ass.
Is he there, bro?
Yeah. Sean Porter's not the mandatory deterrence.
Who's calling? Who's calling? Mr. Moonshine, aka Adobo, aka Sasong, aka.
Yeah, I'm calling you, bro. You know, I just want to ask you. You ask Bill Haney all these questions, but why don't you ask TEOFIMO Lopez Sr.? Oh, why did he say 3 to 5 years? Why did he say that? Oh, Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia, and Haney don't make sense. Those fights don't make sense. Why did he say that?
Because that's irrelevant.
Ask him the tough
bankroll.
Because that's irrelevant.
Nah,
how is that irrelevant?
You irrelevant. You irrelevant. You microwave.
Nah, my brother, I'm not irrelevant, my brother. That's why. That's why he came. That's why. That's why he. That's why he came and asked me the question.
Bro,
you know why? You know why he's asking me the questions?
Because
you know why he's asking me. No. You know why he's asking me the questions? Because y'all both motherfuckers can't interview him. That's why y'all need to ask me why I'm not asking him the questions. Because if I wasn't doing, if I was irrelevant, I wouldn't even be in a position to ask these questions.
So why?
There you go.
So you are biased. You are biased. Then that's what you're admitting.
Hey, if that ain't ego, what the fuck you call that bullshit, bro?
You just got bodied, bro.
Is this ego body?
That's what you call a body.
I be following that.
That's what you got body.
You just got bodied. Stop.
Is this your boy ego?
That's what you got. That's what you call a body. Why I'm not asking the question that you want me to ask.
You don't ask.
Hey, you got your head blown up because you talked to a old ass dad of a boxer. Why? I don't give a fuck. It don't matter because you talk to him. Fuck all of them.
No, time out. You said I'm irrelevant. That's what you said.
You said you were relevant because
No. You said You said I'm irrelevant. That's what you said. You know that's a straight up lie. You know that's a straight up lie. I don't need to tweak my own horn. The dude is asking me a question on why I'm interviewing, why I didn't ask the tough question to a person that you want to listen to. Then I would have been irrelevant.
You literally built your brand on talking about other people and talking about other people. That's literally your whole brand, bro.
You don't know my brand. What's my brand? What's my slogan? What's my slogan? What's my slogan?
Your slogan is to hate on other.
Try again. Knocking boxing sense into you. That's the slogan. Come on, 14-year-old, don't play with me.
Listen, bro. Listen.
No, you gotta listen. You gotta listen, bro. My bro, you just entering puberty. You gotta listen. I ain't not listening to no little boy, bro. I ain't listening to no little boy. You could get in trouble right now, motherfucker. We could get in trouble right now having this young boy in the channel. The fuck out of here, man. Don't talk to me. Fuck out of here, bro. Turn 18 first, and then you can enter this channel, man. You on parental control, bitch. Fuck out of here, man. Get out of here, man. You getting body right now, man. Yo te doy un correazo. Cállese, coño. Ahora me meto, te estoy diciendo. Cállese, coño. Cállese, coño. Una pela que le doy a este tipo. Cállese, yo soy tu papá. Cállese, coño. Chara. Fuck you. Cállese, coño. Vete a acostar, coño. Vete a hacer la tarea. Cállase, coñazo, coño, yo soy tu papá, coño. Cállase, coño, antes de que te dé una pela, coño, un correazo que te doy a ti. Cállase, coño. Chara, fuck you. Vete de aquí, coñazo, coño. Cállase, coño, maldito estúpido. Vete para la escuela, go to remote school, motherfucker. Hey, it's Sunday, you got curfew, right? I'm gonna let you stay on until 8 o'clock. Y te tiene que dormir. Cállese, coñazo, muchachito, hediondo, báñate. Tú tienes grajo, my friend. You don't even know how to wipe your own ass, bitch. Get the fuck out of here, man. We're gonna get in trouble. Yo, Rapster, you gonna get in trouble, bro. You got a minor here, bro. We're not talking to minor.
You haven't got nothing serious to bring to the table. And if he wasn't relevant, you wouldn't be trolling him, motherfucker. So stop capping out here. Yeah.
And make some more and keep on chopping my videos and make some more videos because you're helping it out anyway.
Yeah, Pudge, we've got.
That's why I'm relevant.
We might have some real smoke. We got Boxing Underboss in the building. What have you got to say, Boxing Underboss? How you feeling? Yo, Boxing Underboss, how you feeling?
Sport, man.
What you saying, bro?
Váyase a cotar, coño.
Got the male version of Siri talking, bro.
Hey, Boxing Underboss, I give you another opportunity.
Nah, I got a body.
No, you got
I thought this was Jesus' work on Sunday.
Underboss. Let me speak to Boxing Underboss, Major G.
Punch went left, bro. He said, "Yo, fuck Jesus' work."
En demonio está dentro.
Nah, he's trying to be.
Hey, Boxing Underboss ran away. You guys are
hey, bro. It's not gonna. It's not
scaring the people in the panel.
It's not gonna work on me.
Panel, and then they're running away, bro.
My brother, that little BFTB that you did is not gonna work on me, brother. You failed.
Yeah, but people are coming in the chat, right, and then they're running away. I don't know what's going on. They're coming in the panel, and then they're running away. I just think right now, if anybody's got anything constructive to say, and anybody wants to challenge anything that we've said, then come on the panel and express yourself. Don't act like a bitch. Stop fucking coming here trying to troll. Just keep it real. I don't see why people don't want to debate. Why are they so fucking scared to have a
Drop the link, bro.
truthful debate?
You know
Drop the
why?
link.
You know why,
Why?
Rapstar? Because
Why?
it's not a debate. Because it's not a debate.
I feel the same way.
Here's a hypothetical question. Since both Haney and Teofimo are fighting almost, within a month's time, if both of these fighters were to lose on those nights, whose career takes the most hit?
Tio.
Yeah, man.
Everybody agree?
Yeah, we heard you. He answered. He said Tio.
That it would be Tio. Why? Because he's the one who's expected to win.
Yeah. That's
Let me give somebody pointers. You want to come after me, you got to have some jokes behind it. You just can't be a guy. You got to have some jokes. You got to have something. You know?
You got bodied.
Hey, punch.
These guys aren't bringing anything to the table, man.
Punch.
Cállase, hediondo.
Hey, Guido, is that you or are you a troll?
We
Guido, is
have
that
a Jewish guy, Bill Haney, and Teofimo.
Yo, what up?
Teofimo Senior walk into a bar, right? You follow me?
Hey, Rapstar. That's good. Everybody was good.
Guido.
Hey, you ducking my son, bro. Stop hating on my son, Rapstar. You know what I mean? You like my son, but you don't love him. Yeah, you a hater, Rapstar. I'm coming for you, Rapstar. Bro.
Hey, what did he say? What did he say? I don't have to like you, but I respect you, or I don't have to respect you to like you. What did he say? I got mixed up on that. I didn't understand what he was trying to say, bro. I don't have to like you to respect you. It was confusing to me.
You're confused.
No, I think with the Teofimo situation, I did go back and forth. It got heated. I think he just feels like everybody hates his son. You know, you saw how the boxing world, they're not showing him any love. You know, Teofimo Senior, he gets very emotional. It's his son. It's his flesh and blood, bro. At the end of the day, yeah, he got a little bit crazy. He does act a little bit, you know, he is that way. But with Teofimo Senior, even if it is what it is, I think the truth is in front of you. He doesn't sugarcoat it. He gets a little bit too crazy, though. And he says, well, if you don't love my son, then you're not with us. But I just think at the end of the day, Teofimo Senior also is a good entertainer. You know what I'm saying? When we were having a debate, he was also laughing a little bit. Then he got a bit crazy. But Guido, I do think we would do the same if it was our son, innit? Because I did tell him that Josh Taylor is too much for Teofimo to come to England and knock Josh Taylor out in 2 rounds. He said he's going to knock Josh Taylor out in England in 2 rounds. So, you know, it just went a bit crazy, Guido. But
it was like 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And he was coming out of a party.
Yeah, he was coming out of his daughter's
that was
party.
funny, man. That shit was crazy.
Yeah. But look, at the end of the day, Guido.
You hate my son, man. They scared of my son, bro. Yeah.
Hey, Guido, who do you think is the real
Yeah, I know.
champion?
I sound like him, though, eh?
Hey, Guido, who do you think is the real champion right now in WBC lightweight? Who's the champion?
Wait, 135? Tio.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Who's the champion?
Teofimo Lopez, man. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You know that, bro.
And
Who's
who's
the
the
A
second
side?
champion? Who's the regular champion?
Who's the starter? Who's the backup? Who's the bitch ass body boy, fucking Banji boy, bench warmer, bitch ass backup B side, little B side? Who's that?
Hey, listen, let's not be hating on Devin Haney, please. I don't want no hate. I just want to keep it objectively. Let's just keep the shit real. Hey,
I mean,
Guido,
Guido. Who the fuck Tio beat then? I mean, he beat Lomachenko. He beat
Teofimo has not beaten Wilder, okay?
He beat Nakatani, man. And what else the fuck you want from Teofimo Lopez, man? You know what I mean? He beat the best.
He hasn't beaten Wilder, man. That's what it is, man.
What it is, a lot of these African American dudes are hating on. That's what the fuck it is, bro.
You crazy?
That's what it is, bro.
Whoa.
I wouldn't go all that far, but there's a little bit to
I'm gonna call it.
To some of them,
I'm
yeah.
gonna call it for what it is, bro. Cause ain't nobody gonna say it the way I say it.
Hold on.
Yeah, but not everybody's on that, you know. But yeah, are there some? Yes.
I'm gonna say the majority. Whoever don't like it, I don't give a fuck, man. It's the truth. You know what I'm saying? This is the majority of the fans are hating on Seal because he's Hispanic, bro. They just keep it real, bro. Just keep it real, you know. Seal was black. They were praising God. All right. I don't want to hear.
Man, stop all that hating, man. Stop all that goddamn
For
hating.
no reason. And he's giving the best fight to give us boxing fans what we need. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Man, stop that bullshit. Anybody would have wanted to get that. Everybody wanted your boy Lomachenko little ass. He was too little. And he got in there with somebody bigger than him, got his ass whooped. That's all it was.
So why people was mad? So why people were mad that Devin Haney and fight Lomachenko? He's too little. People should have never. Yeah, people was mad that Lomachenko and fight them
because he wanted to fight Gamboa.
He wanted the fucking belt, motherfucking Lomachenko.
Because Gamboa is not too little, right?
Nah. Lomachenko thought your boy
Teofimo Gamboa. Shit.
But Lomachenko's fighting Nakatani, who's like a foot taller than him. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
And where are they now? Where are they now? They're not even in the conversation. You talking about bums?
They top five. Yes, they top five.
In your book,
bro, you guys only see.
You let me know in your book. Let me know in your book who's top five in lightweight. Let me see your book. Let me know your book. Let me know your book. What's your top five at lightweight? Who's your top five at lightweight? Let me know your book.
You only see things in two colors. You see things in black and white, bro. I see things in red and blue. I'm the red. I'm the A side. You're the B. You're the blue. You're the B side. You're the blue side, bro. Go to the blue corner. That's the B side, bro. Red versus blue. It's not white versus black.
You're a whole punch drunk.
His top five. And he I know he's gonna have Tank Garcia.
Nah, I'm a whore. No, I'm a whore.
Listen, bro.
Say it right. I'm a whore.
You're a whore. Your channel's trash. Everything you have is trash.
Cállese, coño. Vete a cortar. Chara. Vete a cortar, coño. Maldito estúpido, hediondo. You ain't gonna.
Where did he learn to talk, bro?
Whisper. Shut the fuck up.
He talks like he's about to run out of breath, man.
Oye, ese es tu hijo, pues, respétalo, ese es tu hijo, maní.
No, pero ese es el hijo que yo no quería.
Tuyo, coño, ese es hijo tuyo.
Yo le dije a su mamá to get an abortion and mira, she kept it.
Ave María, chico.
Ouch.
That's funny as fuck, punk.
Yo, man.
Bro, we're spending oxygen on you. There's guys out here. These guys out here are fighting for oxygen, bro. We got little Mateo trying to breathe, and you're wasting this fucking oxygen, bro. Get the fuck out of here. We're gonna pull the plug on your ass, bro. Life support is over.
Quítale el teléfono, quítale el celular a él. Acá se porta bien.
Hey, who is that boat hype? That hater, that major hater over there. Who the fuck is that?
Yo, what up? What you got to say, bro?
Boy, you a major hater, man. You a major motherfucker.
You want to be a B-side? You want to be on the tail side, bro? I'm going to flip your ass over, bro. I'm going to expose you, bro. I'm the heads. I'm the A side, bro. I'm the alpha, bro. I'm on the red corner.
Sound
you're the blue corner, bro. You're the B side. You're the little B. You're a little B, and you're on the B side because you're a boxing boy, bandy boy, bro.
You a typical boxer nowadays, like a social media ass boxer. To the point we talking about A side and B side. I don't want to hear that lame ass B side shit. One thing about it, you know goddamn well who the best boxer is. You know what I'm saying? You banking on Tio having enough power because you know damn well he ain't the better boxer, man. Go on hell with that bullshit. Sleep.
Here, let me school you a little bit more, man. Let's school him a little more with facts.
That's where you belong, bro.
Devin Haney. Take Devin Haney's record. Take Tank Davis's record. Take Ryan Garcia's record. A combined of 70-0 between those three clowns. Out of the 70-0, they've only fought one top 10 contender, and that was Garcia against Campbell. 16-0, Teofimo has fought already 3 top 10. 2 of them champions, and is about to fight another top 10. So, I mean, like, what is not computing with numbers and facts? You guys didn't take arithmetic in school or what?
Hey, yo, who Haney knocked out cold 3 fights ago? Look at that. And people want to vouch for Haney.
Oye,
Yo,
oye,
shut the fuck up, you damn troll. Shut the. Yo, that's the highlight of his career, and you wouldn't even know the name. You didn't even know the name,
bro.
You didn't even know the name. Come on, I'm giving you time. Stop Googling right now. Stop it. Stop it. Tell me the name. Tell me the name.
Fans así,
Tell me the name. Tell me the name. That's what I mean. These guys are they just bullshit and they just trolling, bro. They don't follow Devin Haney. They probably not even subscribe to the Zone. Show me your account right now. Let me see if you really.
No, man, that kid is not old enough to subscribe.
No, not even him. Not even him. The one that was that's going that ball. You can't even tell me who he knocked out. That's the highlight of his career.
It was.
And you can't even tell me his name. Come on, man. Stop trolling, man. Y'all hating Teofimo Lopez for no reason. What's the reason? Like,
I already tell you, fans, they don't like
it. It ain't all you can eat bullshit ass buffet, bro. I pick out the good scraps, okay? I pick out the good scraps. I don't just eat anything they give me, bro.
Antonio Moran, yeah. Like 2 minutes later. Like 2 minutes later. Like 2 minutes later. Get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all don't follow Devin Haney. Y'all not subscribed to the Zone. Y'all not subscribed to the Zone. You're not subscribed to the Zone. Stop it.
Hey. So basically, you was trying to say that he knocked the bum out, right?
No, I ain't saying that. I'm just saying that you're vouching, saying, "Oh, this person's not fighting this person." You don't even know who Devin Haney be fighting.
Teofimo Lopez is a bum.
Bro.
You don't even know who Devin Haney be fighting. You know what we know. Devin Haney's Devin Haney's most hit on social media is doing pad work with Senior. Devin Haney most hit in social media is doing pad work with Senior. That's the highlight.
Bro, that's the best knockout you seen in lightweight, man. Don't even play, man. Stop that.
Yeah. Hey, bro, I'm a hit, bro.
That's the best knockout. You can't even tell. You couldn't even tell me the name. You couldn't even tell me the name who that was.
Bro, flip over, bro.
Now, no. I asked that question. I asked that question 2 minutes ago. You ain't know nothing. You and nobody answer the damn. You ain't answer it. You ain't answer it. 2 minutes later, after you Googled the shit and went to BoxRec.
Bro, I'm over here doing something. I was on mute, man. Shut the hell up, bro.
You said tail from the pills. Go ahead and flip over, bro. Let me see that tail,
bro. I knew it. Hey, I knew it 3 years ago. Fuck Antonio Moran. I don't know it now.
Nah.
Come on, bro.
Come on, man.
I don't give
a shit.
Stop.
You trying to get ahead?
That's the best knockout you ever seen.
Bro, a big head.
Oh, please. And that was against the guy who's, you know, I mean, he had a few losses already on this belt. What did Teofimo do recently in a knockout against the champion?
Man, he knocked the soul out of that bitch, man. He knocked the soul out of him.
HLD is not even that. Is that he didn't even know. He didn't even know what to do. He didn't know.
I knew
you hating Teofimo Lopez. You hating Teofimo Lopez for all the wrong reasons. And the more that he succeed, you're gonna hate him more. I don't want. Matter of fact, you don't want Teofimo Lopez to fight Devin Haney because if he beats Devin Haney, you gonna hate him even more.
Hey, rap star, all these niggas bitches right here. Hey, let me tell you. Hey, I was on rap. I was the only motherfucker said that.
Did you just call me a bitch, bro?
That's what he said.
Bro, I'm the only bitch that I said T.O. would beat Lomachenko. None of y'all.
Y'all all wanted. Man, you ain't wanted Teofimo Lopez to beat Loma. You wanted just Lomachenko. You wanted Lomachenko to lose because if you were time out. If y'all was happy, that's the same shit. I get it. Y'all all like robots. Y'all say the same shit. Now you ain't the only one. The whole channel, that whole community was saying that they wanted Teofimo Lopez to beat Lomachenko. Y'all hated Lomachenko, and as soon as Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko, then T.O. is not fighting nobody. Right after. You just hated Lomachenko. You didn't care. You ain't care about Teofimo Lopez. You ain't care about Teofimo. Get out of here. Who you fooling? Who you fooling? Who y'all fooling?
Boxing is ridiculous, bro.
Who y'all fooling?
Hey, Rapstar, who was I going for, Lomachenko or Teofimo?
Y'all always go for Teo until he beat him, and now y'all against Teofimo. Y'all against Teofimo for what reason? Let us know. Let the world know why you against Teofimo Lopez after he proved you right. After he beat Lomachenko, why you hate Teofimo? Why? Because he did everybody's dirty work? Because Teofimo Lopez did what Mayweather Promotion was scared to do and put Gervonta Tank Davis up against Lomachenko? Huh?
Hey, Rapstar, who was I going for, Teo or Lomachenko?
That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant, bro. That's irrelevant. That's
I'm the
irrelevant.
truth,
Why? You ain't the truth, nothing. You ain't the truth, nothing. You ain't the truth, nothing.
That's the same thing like a white guy saying, hey, I got a black friend. I got a Latino
That's
friend.
what they all say. That's what they all say. And then in 3 weeks later, they calling him a duck. Like he's supposed to go into fucking contract negotiations right away. Hey, you motherfucker, you. Fatherfucker. Don't you be calling me
for
no
Latino fighters,
motherfucker.
man. I don't know what's wrong with why y'all got the hate for Latino fighters, man. I don't know.
He
what's
did the
going
dirty
on.
work. He did the dirty work. Devin Haney in
doing all the
petition
work.
for that
But
fight.
nobody wants
Gervonta
to.
Tank Davis ain't wanted Lomachenko. Teofimo Lopez did the dirty work, and y'all mad at Teo for doing it. Y'all mad at Teofimo Lopez for going the IBF route and not be married to the WBC. Everybody knowing they ain't gonna get a shot at Lomachenko, and he went and fought Nakatani and Barry Chacomey back titles. Back-to-back championships, and you want to fucking hate Teofimo Lopez. You ain't no fucking boxing fan. You's a fraud. You's a fucking fraud. You ain't no fucking boxing fan. You ain't no damn boxing fan. You's a fucked up. You a fraud, bro. You a fraud. How you gonna hate on the dude that's putting in the work? Why you gonna hate on the dude that's putting in the work? The fuck out of here, man. Devin Haney's about to face his first top 10 opponent. His first top 10 opponent. His first top 10 opponent. He couldn't knock out a fucking hinder old man. He was an old man. He was an old man. He was an old man. Achilles back before a year. Before a year. Get out of here, bro. Get the hell out of here. Get these fraud out of here, man. Come on, man. This was a fraud. You was a hater, man. If Teofimo Lopez was your son, you'd love him.
Hey, bro, why
Fuck
nobody
outta
ain't
here.
ducking his ass? Why nobody ain't ducking his ass?
Why? Who?
Ain't scared of that
He
bitch.
going for challenges. Ain't nobody going to duck. They thought he was young. They thought he was 23 years old. He was green and going after Lomachenko, who was regarded around the world. Not your fucking little state or county or borough where you at. He was regarded as 1, 2, 3 pound for pound around the world, around the earth, around the globe. Fuck what you think. Fuck out of here, bro. You got a decision to make today. Either you're a hardcore boxing fan or you're a fucking low-life casual. Make up your fucking mind or get off the fucking panel. This is a fucking boxing channel, bitch.
Yo, drop
We got no fucking time for casuals. We got no time for it. Get the fuck out of here. Either you want to learn or get the fuck out. Hating on people putting in work. You're the type of personality that the world is going on fucking berserk. You want to cast on the people that doing the fucking work. Why? Why? Fucking hater.
Don't work too hard. Don't work too hard.
Nah, I'm a fucking work. Now it's time to fucking preach. It's Sunday. It's time to preach. It's Sunday and it's time to preach. Man, stop being a fraud. Stop being fake. The people that get congratulated, the people that gets congratulated the most is the guys that put in the motherfucking work. Teofimo Lopez is putting the work. He's putting in the fucking work. Canelo is putting the fucking work. Jamel Charlo is putting in the fucking work. Estrada putting in the work. Chocolatito has put in the work. Earl Spence has put in the work. Anthony Joshua has put in the work. Tyson Fury has put in the work. You don't fucking diss them. They the one that's holding boxing down, bitch. Now you pay the respect. I got the fuck out of my goddamn sport. Cause it's fans like you that dirty my fucking sport. The fuck out of here. No, I have no business in this sport. You shut up. You learn something. Learn something. Calm down. Yo, humble yourself. Humble yourself. Get out of here, man. Because he's not giving the fight that the fans want to see. No, it's not that. It's because he's not giving you what you want to see. You want to see the downfall of Teofimo Lopez. He's not giving it to you. He's not giving it to you. He's not giving to one fucking best. He already fought the best. That's why you want him to beat Lomachenko.
He ain't fought no motherfucking best Lomachenko.
No, you ain't seen nothing. You don't know shit about boxing.
Lomachenko ain't
Mándalo
shit.
ese tipo para el carajo.
You don't know
Mándalo ese
shit
tipo pa'l
about
carajo. No
boxing.
sabe
Just
nada
come
de
out and say the
boxeo.
motherfucking truth. He ain't got the Just say the fucking truth and say that he don't got the right skin tone for you. Say the truth and stop being a bitch around the fucking. Stop being shot. Stop sugarcoating shit. Say the truth. He is not the right skin tone for you to like and respect Teofimo Lopez.
Bro.
Say the right shit. Be real, man. Be real. Be real. Be real. Be real. Nah, be real. No, you sound dumb by not respecting Tio. You sound dumb. You ain't gonna get me. I don't give a fuck. You ain't gonna get my voice. If I ain't getting muted, you ain't gonna get nothing to say. You ain't gonna get nothing to say. Not over me. We ain't gonna give that shine. We gonna give no bullshit. We ain't gonna give you that shit a shine around here. Get the fuck out of here. Get 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 out of here with your little bullshit lies and your fraud ass analysis.
Hey, hypocrite.
Get out of here with your fake ass analysis. We don't need that in boxing. Boxing is already a hard enough sport. They put their life on the line for their life. They risk their lives, and you want to come with bullshit. The fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here, man. You don't know shit. You don't know shit. You don't know shit. That's how I want you. Shut the fuck up and listen.
Hey, you a real bitch.
Hey, Rockstar, we got somebody talking shit in the background.
I don't blame them either. Whoever it is, they probably got some sense. Let me see.
It just doesn't make any sense, man. Because when it comes to boxing, and you can ask any of these Latinos on here, just go ahead and ask them. Ask any of us. What's our top heavyweights? What's our top lightweight of all time that we've liked? What's our top middleweight and so on? And I guarantee you, it's gonna come down. You're gonna hear Mike Tyson, Larry Holmes in the heavyweights, Muhammad Ali. You come down to Roy Jones Jr. You can bring it down then to Sugar Ray, Marvelous Hagler, Tommy Hitman Hearns. You know, it's gonna go down the list. That there's no biases here from true hardcore fans. It don't matter what the fuck you are. If you put in the work, that's what we like. You know, we got Japanese fighters right now the other night there was that young guy that was fighting Yakami, right? He lost, they stopped the fight, but he was giving it his fucking all, man. This Japanese fighter, man. And he lost the fight, they stopped it, but damn, because he was putting in the fucking work. Yo, man, I don't remember who he lost to, but I remember him. You know what I mean? So it comes down to that, what we like is true, as hardcore fans, is the fighters who put in the work, who really put it on the line, who are not trying to, maneuver their ways around the game, but who are going head on confronting it.
Y'all praise motherfuckers who be slithering around from fight to fight. Y'all don't want nobody who ain't
who's that? Who's that?
Come on, man. Let's be real, man.
Who's slithering?
The boy slithering right now to Cambosis. God damn it, the fuck you mean?
That's a mandatory, fool. And before that, he fought three top 10 contenders. Yo, let's see if you understand that.
HLD overall, even if he's fighting as mandatory, that mandatory is a top 10 contender anyway.
10, exactly.
He's not Carlos Ocampo as a mandatory. That is nobody knew who he is. He's a top 10 mandatory at that.
Undefeated.
See? This guy's afraid of hard work, bro. This guy's a fan of fighters who don't fight, and then he calls out all these real fighters who are actually stepping into the ring, actually giving us what we want.
He likes the welfare fighters, bro. He likes the welfare fighters, bro.
They hypocrites, bro.
He'd rather have his fighters.
He likes that lean card fighter, man.
He rather they not fight at all. He don't want to see fight.
He just likes the lean card fighters, Try to get that, get that grocery at home easy without having to put in the work.
Hypocrites, bro. They hypocrites. A mandatory only counts, and it's only important to fight when they going out for their fighter. So Devin Haney being the mandatory, quote unquote, to Lomachenko, they mad. How dare he not fight Devin Haney? That's his mandatory. How dare Canelo Alvarez not fight Jamon Charlo? That's his mandatory. So why you ain't saying why is Teofimo Lopez not gonna fight what? His mandatory George Cambosa? Nah, that's fucked up. You should be praising it because y'all shit on people that's not fighting their mandatory. How about you praise the dude that's fighting his mandatory? Matter of fact, he's a franchise holder. He's not supposed to be fighting mandatory. I thought a WBC guy that has the official belt is supposed to be fighting mandatory. Now you tell me, when did he fight his mandatory? Huh? You don't know.
These guys,
you don't know.
These guys are afraid of hard work, bro. These guys are afraid of hard work.
Devin Haney wouldn't take the challenge of fighting a
They want to
Cambosis.
get elevated.
I know that.
They want to get fast tracked. They want the elevation. They don't want to put in the work, bro. They don't want to put in the rounds, bro. They don't want to put in that work.
Hey,
get the hell out!
Nah.
Oh, you running away? You running away?
Run! You're the second one. Run, Forrest! Run, Forrest! Run!
Nah. See what I'm doing? I just made the show a whole lot better. You know, all y'all good with me, but I want to say fuck Pink Panther, whoever that is in the comment section. I'm peace out.
Who's that?
I don't know who Pink Panther is. Some bitch ass motherfucker. Hey, but nah, I was just doing this so crunk. I'm still fucking with Devin Haney. You'll knock your boy out. You'll beat him up. You know, it's all love,
Much
man.
love, man. Much love.
It's all love. I'm just fucking with y'all.
All love, all love. God bless, bro.
Yo, following up with what Punch said, run Forrest, come. So, hey, that's you with that big body talk, huh? But now you running.
Oh, man.
Oh, he got quiet. Bring him back.
So, yeah.
You can never satisfy these guys, bro. These guys are fans of fighters that have 20 fights on their records, bro. They don't want to put in that work, bro. They don't like fighters who actually fight anyone that they put in front of them, bro. These guys like to pick and choose and get elevated and get fast tracked and do as little work as possible to get as much money as possible. That's the model they live by, and that's why they're constantly getting put in the back, getting put on the B side, getting put in the blue corner. Meanwhile, we're raising our hands in the red corner, A side champions. Okay.
Well,
you know what's funny here? That nobody's even calling Devin Haney a low level fighter or a bomber, nothing like that. This is all about the position that they're in, the position in where the WBC put them in. If the WBC Mauricio Sulaiman would have never said that this is for undisputed, he would have never vouched for it. We wouldn't be saying this. We're only saying what the sanctioning body is saying, the sanctioning body that they pay sanctioning fees to. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is given is public records. That's what it is. So if we bullshitting and we lying, then if you don't have the hearts, the Haneys or their fans, if y'all don't have the heart to tell Mauricio Sulaiman, you lying. That's not true. You know what I'm saying? Nah, how can you say that's undisputed, Mr. Mauricio Sulaiman? We're paying you money. Come on, man. You're messing up the brand. We're about to have the fight. How they gonna look at us? How the public is gonna look at us? Right? So they ain't questioning him. So why are they questioning me? Why are they questioning Major Key? Why are they questioning HLD? Why are they gonna question Rapstar? Why are they questioning anybody? Why? You don't see them questioning the WBC?
No,
¿Sabe qué? Que se le ponga los pantalones, que quita los panties y ponte los pantalones, No tiene pantalones, ese es el problema. No tiene los cojones a decir la verdad, Pons.
And even if you don't speak Spanish, you understand what he just said, bro.
The facts is that Devin Haney, 22, gonna be 23, still young, still undefeated, still growing. His competition is rising. Those are the facts. Does he have the skill set and the potential to be a great? Yes. I think a boxing eye will see that he has the potential to be a great. Just like T.O., just like Shakur, just like Tank, just like Boots and Virgil. Got the potential. It's not really, nobody's actually dissing, even really highly critiquing Haney's skill set. His power maybe, but he's 22. We got to give it time so it could grow. Just like Shakur, just like Chris, just like even T.O. He ain't even in his prime.
Nope.
Ain't nobody dissing them technically wise. in where they at in you know at their age. It's all about the WBC created this type of confusion. But the confusion also lies on our understanding, because Mauricio Sulaiman keeps on saying to you that this guy's undisputed, that this this belt is the supreme belt in the lightweight division. Whether we hate it or love it, that's his
Well, let me ask you
sanctioning
this.
body.
Let me ask you guys this, bro. Okay, let's be real. There's some weight divisions where it's a whole lot of talent, okay? And there's other weight divisions where it's not a lot of talent. So in this particular case, at least in this country around these parts, 130, 135, you know, the division I used to fight in, this is a stacked division. So what do you guys think? I mean, there's a lot of talent at this division, and some of these other divisions, they don't have this problem with all these belts, but it's because there's not a lot of guys there. So how do we reconcile that, bro? Like, what do we do about that? You got
It's only one
130,
extra belt we're talking
135,
about.
140. All these guys could basically fight each other, bro. You could mix and match a lot of these champions, all these boxing belts and so forth. It's like it's not so clear cut and dry about who's the baddest man on the planet in and around these weight divisions. There's some guys that could go up and down, and it's like it's a
Yeah,
lot
they're
of
not doing
dudes
that
in this
nowadays.
division.
That's not happening like it used to in the old days, where guys would take them chances of going up in weight or being fighting at a catch weight. You don't see that anymore. Everybody's kind of staying in their lane, in their division, and that's that. But yeah, you're right. I mean, in the old days, yeah, you had guys who would step up. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go fight this next fight another 5 pounds heavier or 7 pounds heavier than usual to go get the you know, to be the best. You know what I mean? But that doesn't happen nowadays that often. The only guy who's doing that right now is Canelo. You know what I mean? And they're hating him for it. So
Well, and Tank Davis.
You're absolutely right. Tank Davis is doing the same
And
thing
hey,
too.
looking at last night's fight, to be honest, I didn't think that Figueroa was gonna be natty. A lot of people didn't think that, and not in that performance either.
I didn't
But he
think
took a
Valdez was gonna beat
chance.
Burchell.
He's 23-year-old. He took a chance. Let me get natty right now, and boom, he won. Now he's gonna face Stephen Fulton for unification. He put his
That's what
all on the
problem is.
line.
These guys aren't willing to take the chance, bro. As soon as they get a little bit of money, as soon as they get a little bit of hype and some fame, they're so afraid to lose it that they won't risk it all. And as you said, man, with great risk could potentially come great reward. Okay, low risk, low reward.
And let me be frank here. So for people with that, yo, are you biased towards Latinos? Even if I was, if I was Indian from India, bro. Indian from India, no Latin enemy, no nothing like that. And I have a boxing channel. You're gonna talk about the people that's actually risking and winning. If Oscar Valdez is out there risking it and winning, if Ryan Garcia out there 50-50 fight with Luke Campbell and comes out on top, you got Estrada, Chocolatito, you got Canelo, you got Teofimo Lopez risking it, you got all these, you got Angelo Leo, you got Stephen Fulton, you had the fight last night. It's just what it is. That more Latin fighters in America are risking it and putting in work. It's not that I just want to talk about them. They're the ones that is fighting and risking it more.
Like you always say, they doing the job that nobody wants to do. Just like in America. Like
where's Gary Russell? Yeah. Look, and even this, Gervonta Tank Davis is gonna be fighting Marcos Rubio, right? That's a good fight for me. It was strange. Marius Barrios. It was strange.
Barrios.
Yeah, but it was strange because we like, damn, he's gonna fight at 140. But you know what? He's moving up in weight, right? And he's and people got Tank winning. I'm winning, but he's also fighting who? Another Latin fighter. So you're gonna keep on talking about Latin fighters because they the one that's out there. Look, Leo Santa Cruz fought Gervonta Tank Davis. So you're gonna talk about them more because they out there fighting a lot. So this is not like, yo, we just looking at Latino fighters. No, they're the ones that's out there.
Yeah. And you know what? I just want to say this, Punch. Can you guys hear me? I'm back now. Hear me?
Yeah.
You good?
I want to say this, yeah. I took an oath the other day, HOD. I took an oath.
Put your volume up, though.
Yeah, but let me just say this, Guido.
We need you to bring something to the table, please.
Yo, Guido, you got to listen to what I'm saying. Me as a channel and Punch, I've spoke to you guys behind the scenes. I took an oath. All the subscribers have been loyal to us. All you guys are always going to be there. These professionals which come over here and bullshit, some of them, I'm not going to be a fanboy. I'm not going to do it because the subscribers mean way more to me than these fucking big, professionals trying to make me their fanboy. You know what I mean? So this is the true media that you got to get ready for. The true media is not going to stop. The true media is going to get bigger. You got people like Major Key, Punch Drunk. You got Black out there. We got people out there who are not going to sugarcoat this shit. And I'm going to tell you, shit's going to hurt. Shit's going to hurt. But we got to keep it real because I'm done with the bullshit. And I'm done with the fake channels. All those fucking people have got an opportunity to come over here, to come to Punch, to come to Major Key and debate with us. But why are they scared of debating properly? Why are they scared of the truth? I'm asking everybody.
Because it's not a debate. You could go, the narrative it takes a toll, bro. It took a toll, just like the Wilder and Fury. It took a toll. It takes a toll, man. You just can't lie for far too long, bro. That's what it is. What they gonna say about Tio? What can you really say negative about Tio? Even if you wasn't a fan, what can you say right now? Look what he did. What can you say about the dude? Even if I hated Tio, I can't say shit about the dude. Not now. I wasn't a huge fan of Canelo Alvarez. But, he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. And not only is he doing his thing, he's a cash cow. He's 4th division world champion at the age of 30, and he's fighting more than all the elites. Like, what can you say about Canelo? What can you say about certain fighters? What can you say about this undisputed heavyweight that just got announced? What can you say about them? Oh, you don't want to fight? What can you say about yesterday? What can you say about? Oh, you can't say shit, bro. These people you don't gotta like them, but you gotta respect them. Because if you don't respect these moves, then I don't know what you want from the game. You don't know what you want from these fighters.
Drop a link, Rap.
Hey, Rapstar, man, I'm glad you said what you said about your oath, because I thought you were gonna say that you made an oath not to say no more bad words, man.
Hey, look, I'm gonna say this. I don't want anybody to be confused, but major things are going to be happening in boxing soon. And do not underestimate anyone. We're getting the answers. We're getting the people which are going to come and talk to us. And I'm just going to say, look, we got to keep it real out here. And you know what, Punch? I'm going to be honest. I don't want the Devin Haney fans to start hating and, understand that I really do like Devin Haney, man, as a fucking boxing fan. I want Devin Haney to do some great things.
Yo, but nobody's hating on Haney,
them, bro.
Nobody's hating. Nobody's hating on Haney. Nobody's hating on Haney.
Yeah,
it's just a situation with the WBC that people just don't want to understand. They don't want to. It's not that it's in front of their face. It's not like they never heard it from the president. They just don't want to grasp that. So it comes to the expense of Devin Haney. But it's not that people hate Devin Haney. It's not that.
No, I love Devin Haney. I love
My behalf, they just
need
to stop capping. That's all.
No, but listen, look, come on, let's be honest, bro. Devin Haney and his father, man, you got to respect what they've done. They're self-made promoters. What other fucking under 21-year-old do you know who became a promoter? Tell me another guy who's done what Devin Haney's done as business.
Nobody, man.
Nobody.
Man, I even have a video saying that he's going to be...
You guys need to respect Devin Haney, what he's done as the business model.
That's separate from the boxing stuff. That's all right. So great. I mean, Bill's done a great job as a dad and up to this point as a trainer. Devin Haney, he's made it to where he's at, and that's great. Nothing to be said negatively against that, but on the way they've been moving in the last probably year and a half, and all this capping, for me, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth because I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate all the lying and bullshit and stuff that they be doing the way they be moving.
So would it be fair, HLD, can I just say that? Would it be fair that they were trying to slander TEOFIMO's name just to bring their own name up?
Well, absolutely. You see that on all their buddy channels. You see that. I mean, they're bringing up shit now that he got knocked down by Rayo or something. You see that shit everywhere now, and all these other bullshit channels. I'm like, what? From sparring from how many years ago?
Right.
Like they got to look for ways on how to negatively impact them out there. How to say something negative that means nothing. Oh, he made $4 million. No, he didn't make 4 because he's got to give so much to his promoter and blah blah blah. And there's always some way of trying to put him in a negative light and that type of shit. And then the Haneys, they push that shit too. And that's where I can appreciate that. Because you don't see the other side going around and saying, oh, this about you guys and that. But when they have to defend themselves, they're going to call you out on the truth. Who the hell have you fought? What the hell have you done? You know what I mean?
Major Key,
let
me ask Major Key. I haven't heard from Major Key for a while. Are you still there, Major Key?
He's drinking, bro.
Are you there, Major Key?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. It's just that I asked you to drop the link earlier, man. I asked you to drop the link, but
I did drop the link twice.
Yeah, drop it again.
Okay, who do you want to get in the building? Who do you want to get here?
Well, somebody on behalf of Devin Haney Promotions that wanted to respond to some of the stuff. You already know what it is. But listen, what's your question to me though?
My question to you is: do you believe what HOD said, that it's been a bit distasteful how they were promoting themselves and hating on TEOFIMO Lopez, making fake allegations that Tio's ducking?
Yes.
The way that they promoted themselves.
Okay, so hold on. You asked me the question. Let me just respond. And so yes, I've been saying that it was going to come back to bite them in the ass, and that's what's happening now. What happened was it forced all of the content creators to actually dive deep into anybody that had the energy and time just started looking into it real deep, and then they figured stuff out. Now it's hard to debate the content creators because even though you might be doing like a promotion that you thought you was going to be able to dust everything under the rug with the average person, now you're dealing with people that actually know what the details are, and they're not going to let you do that. You see what I'm saying? And so it's gotten a lot tougher. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like what happened was, look, man, when you come into the limelight, you like that, and you're dealing with hundreds of thousands to millions of people. People are going to they're going to see kinks in your armor, and they're going to be exposing that. You know what I mean? So as long as you keep allowing people to see the kinks in your armor, then you're going to get more that's going to be exposed to the YouTube community. I'm trying to be as vague as possible, but direct as possible. If y'all can follow me with what I'm saying. No? Okay. Damn. So basically, look, man. Like I didn't really because it's really Punch and Rap that have the relationship with Bill. I don't have a relationship with him like that, right? But they know the details, right? So what I'm trying to say is that Bill put himself on Front Street. You know what I'm saying? Punch and Rap started doing details because he was going back and forth with them. You know what I'm saying? They got the meat and potatoes of the situation, the details, and now they're able to pretty much clash with him on any channel and know the details. And a lot of times they make them look bad because he's not really coming with the facts. He's trying to still promote, and they already know the facts. So that's what I'm trying to say. Does that make more sense?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. That every time, because the thing is, build things that were like kind of like what Rapstar was saying, things that were stupid, or all of us are dumb enough, like all the casuals that are just listening sometimes and just take sound bites. And no, we look into it more. We want to see is this true? Is what he's saying true? It's and then it's not. Half the shit that the man be saying is cat, and it doesn't make any sense. But then he puts it out that it's true, and everybody wants to believe, or not everybody, but those who want to follow him, taking his sound bites as factual stuff, then that's how they breed into that. They think that then we're saying things that are wrong because his word is bond, I guess. And when it's not, it's not.
Yeah. Basically, in a nutshell, I mean, I think we're on the same page with that one.
And I speak for myself. I'm not gonna, I speak for myself. That's what leaves me a bad taste in my mouth with DHP. You know what I mean? The kid Devin, personally, I think he's a good kid. He's a young kid, man. He's living. he's living a dream life right now. You know what I mean? How many people can say they're living his, you know, his style, right? I mean, so it's awesome for him. And his dad, he's done a good job, and that has nothing to do with that. I could respect all of that. What I'm just talking about is just in the game of boxing right now, as of late, at least as within the last 8 months, it hasn't been clean cut stuff. It's a lot of shady shit going on, and that's what they've been putting out and covering up this and that, you know, and that's starting from the Gary Russell to after Teofimo won his fight to them fighting them ducking Fortuna on the Boxing Voice after all that shit was done. You know, even a bet and everything, and Samsung had put in a request to fight the mandatory. To then all of a sudden now Linares is an exemption to, you know, so they don't have to fight their mandatory. You know what I mean? And all that stuff in between. Then after that, saying that Teo's ducking and shit like that, and you know, all that kind of went all crazy. And the more you listen to it, it's just cap after cap after cap after cap. And you know, I just say, just fight the best. And if you're not the best right now, just admit it. And hey, man, we're still working our way up. We are working our way up. And we're gonna get there. We're gonna get to the promised land, but we're still working our way up. And if you just come out like that, I can understand, because I know the kid is young. The kid is still developing. The kid is still learning the game. He is not fully matured. So you know, I understand that he needs time. But if he's gonna be acting like he is a supreme champion, like he is the big D on the block, then hey, man, then you gotta act like it. And if you're not acting like it, then I'm gonna call you out on it. That goes for Teofimo. He's acting like he's the big D on the block. The moment he chooses a Gamboa or a Linares voluntarily to fight, I'm gonna question that, and get off the bandwagon.
Hey, can everybody hear me? I'm having some audio issues and phone issues in my car. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey, I'm just gonna say this. I got 1%. It's been an amazing fucking show today. We were on fire on Sunday. I hope everybody around the world has enjoyed it. But guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to charge my device. And part 2 of cooking is coming later. We're coming back. We're going to be cooking like Michelin chefs. There's been 2 hours. People had all the opportunity to come here and cook. But they've been running away. But it doesn't matter. I just want everybody to realize that this is true media. We're coming hard. We're coming direct to all the subscribers, to everybody in the panel. Thanks for joining your host with Rapstar Boxing. Part 2 cooking's coming soon. And I've got big news to announce, hopefully in a few days, to everybody in the boxing world. I'll be back to cook. The Michelin chef will come to join me. Anyone got anything to say before I go?
Be safe driving, bro.
Hey. Peace out to everyone. All the love to everyone. Get ready for the part 2 of cooking. Let's get ready. We're going to be out of here. Peace out to everybody, to your loved ones. This is your host, Rapstar. I'm out. Peace.